What's up, everybody, and welcome back to regularly scheduled Hostilities with your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host, Yvonne DeBoard, and with your still current, reigning, defending host of the RSH podcast, and the current RSH podcast champion of the world, Josh DeBoard. See, this is why going live is kind of rough sometimes.
I can't hear you in my headphones either.
What the fuck? What is happening?
Oh, they're not plugged in.
No, I'll do it.
Busy champion, all right? You know how to plug his own.
He's got things going on.
Oh, we've had a lot of shit going on.
You know, it's been busy. We're plugging things in, plugging things out.
We're good.
You know.
Here. Gotta plug in.
There we go.
No, we're not plugging ads, so that's all right. But yeah.
Speaking of, Coke Zero Sugar.
Oh my God.
So yeah, guys, we are back. We missed last week, but don't worry, we are back this week, and it's a pretty big night. We got a lot of news. We have AEW news, we have WWE news, we have WrestleMania news, we got Vince McMahon news, and of course we have RSH news. So you know it is. Let's get right on down to it. Oh, and I think the biggest part of the night is we get to pick our WrestleManias that we're going to watch and then discuss on the show, which I'm pretty excited for, man.
Yeah.
Like picking old WrestleManias and watching them is almost exciting as the Royal Rumble. Almost, but not quite.
Not quite.
It is what it is. Let's get to it. Josh, the champion of RSH for like 7 years now. What are we starting with this evening? There's so much.
Well,
So that's
it
it.
feels like 7.
We'll hit that.
Yeah, I just finished that bad boy.
We all just finished this.
Yeah, we did.
It was today.
So the big thing to come from this was two things. One, Vince will induct Undertaker. She's only done for one other person, but it seems fitting that Vince would do it for Undertaker.
Sure. And Vince's, he did it for Austin. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So that's cool. Yeah, Taker, that's a big deal.
It is.
I know a lot of people wanted Kane. I think Vince makes more sense.
He does.
And he offered Pat McAfee a match at WrestleMania, which Pat shit his pants
He
about.
did about. He did.
So he'll wrestle at WrestleMania
That's
against a
awesome.
person, TBD.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I guess the only thing, who do you all think it will be?
Take this one away, Yvonne.
We talked about it for the show. I got 3 people between, like we talked about before the show. We went on Austin Theory. If Cody
Yeah, we
shows
don't
up.
know yet.
We don't
It's a
know.
big if.
That is.
I
it.
got Theory as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes the most sense.
It
Like,
does.
sure, Rollins would be cool. You know, Rollins has a whole lot going on outside of Kevin Owens right now. But I think Austin Theory makes.
The best.
But that being said, you know, Theory is still kind of new, and you know, Pat's pretty green in the ring, so
Yeah.
Rollins would probably be a better pick match quality wise because Rollins could kind of carry it.
Might end up. I don't know. 'Cause you got to do something with Theory.
Sure,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you do.
I think it would be Theory just because you know that's Vince's boy right now. Vince
Yep.
just offered him this spot, so he's like, well, let's do that. You know, my two guys.
Well, they did the thing Monday where he was like, "You want me to come along with you
Yep.
Yeah,
in case he tries to jump you?" And he's like, "No, I'm good."
Vince is like, it ain't that kind of show.
and I think they kind of were jumping an Easter egg there because I thought something would go down on the show, but
There
nothing
was-
did.
Yeah, Meltzer, what the fuck happened? Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee. That really happened.
That was so
Stupid,
that was so
old,
dumb.
Stupid fuck.
He's got his ripped jeans to worry
All
about.
those internet geniuses are fucking ridiculous.
That was so stupid.
But anyway,
Jesus Christ.
that was the hot thing for what, a week? It was
Yeah.
gonna be Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee.
Yeah, still could be.
That worked out well.
Still could.
It's not good.
You don't know. I mean, Vince was looking a little rough on the TV today, but you know he's like 76 years old. What do you expect?
If they were going to fight, they would have started something.
Right.
Today.
Right.
To
I
get the
agree.
internet ablaze,
Sure.
get them all buzzing.
Kind of like how Adam Cole got in a fight with him on that show.
Yeah, and
Yep.
then it's like, oh, like that's how you do it.
Sure.
So I think it'll be Theory, but I'm honestly hoping for Seth.
So that's a theory.
Seth would be a better bet quality wise because he could carry it. You know,
Yeah.
but either way,
Between them two.
it'd be fine. Just don't know what else Rollins would really be doing, but you know what would Austin be doing? Theory,
Yeah.
not Stone Cold. We all know what Stone Cold's doing.
Well, they
Uh,
he could somehow win the Andre the Giant, but Austin Theory doesn't have to be in like a high
Yeah.
profile match yet.
No, he doesn't, not at all. But he is being kind of broadcasted, so he's going to have something.
Like if something happens, he eliminates Omos or something and the Battle Royal, and it's like that could just catapult him.
Sure.
But I don't know. It was a good, very enjoyable show. He was on there for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince is always good. You know, I've heard
It
Vince
is.
talk about his childhood, the trailer park, the fights. I've heard all that before. It's always good to hear. Kind of shows how ruthless that guy is.
Yeah.
I really like my favorite story of the entire show was how he got his A's that he needed in
That
college.
was fun.
He went to the
Yeah.
two professors' houses.
He went to their
It's
house.
like, come on, man.
That's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it.
That is. Give me
Dude,
an A or I'm not leaving.
I
your
would
house.
never do that. So that just shows the difference between Vince and I. It's like, I don't have the balls for
I
that.
couldn't do that either.
That's why I'll never be a billionaire. Because I'm not
Yep.
man enough to go talk to a professor about a grade. So
I'm not leaving your house till I get an A.
The Michael Cole thing was really
That
fun.
was
that
hilarious.
was.
Vince is like, that's
What
your
a
opinion.
horrible human.
Vince and McAfee's like, he's a good guy. Vince like, that's your
Your
opinion.
opinion. That was awesome. And you crack a smile.
And Vince's face expressions are always funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Always.
funny. Vince seemed to really enjoy it.
He did.
Sure. You just sitting there bullshitting.
Like Vince don't do shit like that. They said it was his first interview since he was on Stone Cold's podcast. Like,
Oh, damn.
back when Stone Cold like first started doing.
I remember that.
podcasts.
Yeah, that was back. Shit, that might have been my apartment days still. I remember that.
He enjoyed himself. You could tell.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he? He used to bullshit and like people worship him. I'd fucking love that too.
Yeah.
I did like how he dropped some F bombs. That was kind of cool.
He did.
You know, to hear Vince say the F bomb.
Yeah.
He's usually on the TV and you just don't get to hear that on USA Network.
Yeah, I'm tagging people because they can't find shit.
Oh, nice. What's up, Stephanie Marie Ritchie?
Yeah, you shouldn't find it.
Well, now you found it.
You know, women in electronics.
Welcome to RSH, Woman in
What's
Electronics.
up, Stephanie?
What is this, Kmart?
All right, so we got
Oh,
a
geez.
lot of shit. Uh-oh. She said hi.
Because I said
All
hi.
right, I didn't put that. I think that's accurate.
Yeah, we don't need to say
Yeah.
All right,
that.
so we didn't
Close
miss.
enough.
We
We're
missed
done with
last
that.
week, so we missed Saudi. So we're quickly going to go through that so I can get all these fucking pictures off here so I can have the
Gosh,
ones
you
we
do
need.
got a lot of pictures.
Yeah, since we all got digitalized, now we just gotta, be organized. Which I'm not very organized anyway. If you saw the
Nice.
studio, we got Christmas, we got Halloween, we got camping, and then we got just trash. So,
All right, so we got
I still don't know who Logan Paul is.
Miz and Mysterio.
Oh God, you don't.
Oh shit,
You
wrong
don't-
banner.
He's a
We've already
YouTuber.
seen this match.
Too many fucking banners.
What is this? 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Logan Paul's a YouTuber. That's
Mysterio
pretty much
won.
what he is,
Ooh, that's sexy. Look at that.
right? Man?
For those of you without the benefit of live video, we are watching Rey Mysterio put his ass on the Miz's face. And
then the Usos and the Viking Raiders flew out there to not have a match. As the
Usos,
Usos
they
just beat
attacked
the
him.
shit out of them beforehand.
they probably ran out of time. Is that why?
No,
Oh, why did this
that
happen?
was their
Then?
plan.
That's
Huh?
why
So-
was they in a match?
That's weird. That's a weird plan.
Madcap Moss and Drew McIntyre. Where's the bump?
Happy Corbin gets involved.
Dude,
of
I still
course.
want to see McIntyre just take that knife and just shove into some
He's
guy's
getting
chest.
close to
All right,
doing
so
it.
Madcap Moss about died.
Yeah,
He
so that's
did.
pretty
Wow.
wild.
He's actually okay. He
Yeah.
actually went backstage and apologized afterwards. That was funny.
He apologized to McIntyre.
He apologized to Vince.
Oh, God.
Who did
Madcap
for taking that hit? I mean,
for taking the move wrong.
Jesus, shit happens.
He's like he didn't have a severe
Um,
injury from that.
Naomi and Rousey beat Charlotte and Sonya.
Yeah.
You see,
Oh,
Rousey was in her
God.
pajamas.
Gross.
Her nasty feet show.
Yeah.
Becky
Gross.
and Lita was probably it was a really good fucking match.
the best women's
actually-
match to me.
And then Becky won.
Sure, of course.
There's a picture of Becky winning and Lita being very upset. The
Well,
women's chamber
This
was
was really good.
solid.
your guys' girl
This
was
is
in
my
it.
brutality. I haven't seen her since.
Bianca won.
That's that's true. That is
Goldberg and Roman.
true. The
It was
match-
an early match.
Actually, that match I watched live. I watched that match live, and then we bounced
he
to
made him
Louisville.
pass out.
Choked out Goldberg. Good way to end it. And then the chamber. Lashley's got a legit shoulder injury. So
My
he's
pick
out.
wasn't even in it. He didn't even
But
get out.
they
the thing.
played the
Thanks a
concussion
lot.
thing.
Sure,
Brock
which is a really weak hit for a
Brock
concussion.
attempted to kill Austin Theory.
He
That was
did.
awesome.
God.
And
Poor
Austin
thing.
Theory got a lot of rub out of this match.
Oh, I bet.
And then Brock won.
Of course, because he's Brock Lesnar.
Because he's gross.
So let me delete these overlays real quick.
But
because
we
I'm
all know
writing
he's losing at WrestleMania,
Yes, he is losing. Yes.
out- Right now, he's the favorite.
I don't care
I don't
what
think
they
so.
say. I'm so over Brock.
I think that's why they're going to try to make Roman Reigns like solidified as their
Yes.
guy.
And hopefully Brock goes away when he loses.
Oh, he's going to go away. The dude's been
Back
around for
to
like
his
3
farm.
months. Yeah, he's got cows to fuck, dude. He's got to go.
Brock-
Brock has been doing fine. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you.
Right, he's been around for a while. Now it's time to go after Wrestlemania. It's his time
Yeah.
to bounce. This is his routine.
Picture out to look at Brock.
We
This
have
is
a
his
lot of
routine.
what the fuck do we have to go over? We have a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Top 5 moments. Where the fuck are they?
I can remember giving you these. It's been a while.
So go through mine real quick. Roman Reigns forces Goldberg to pass out.
Yep, didn't see that coming.
Madcap Moss about died.
Yeah, that was legit.
Poor guy.
The DDT reverse.
That
was pretty
that's
fucking
right, I forgot
sweet.
about that. That was cool.
Bliss went for her DDT and Bianca just like springboarded through it, which I haven't seen
Jeez.
before.
Poor Alexa.
Lita, just Lita, period. Like she went all out.
Yeah, dude.
It was really Lita can still fucking go.
She did the twist of fate. She did all kinds of shit, dude.
Even though she lost, she still has.
Lita's pretty
she
fucking
really does.
fantastic.
Oh yeah, I remember her debut with S.A. Rios,
And Brock tried to kill Austin Theory.
Tyson Theory, Tyson Kid.
No, sorry, I was watching the interview yesterday on McAfee's show,
Nice.
and he interviewed Tyson Theory, and he said he masturbates 7 times a day.
Ew, God.
Tyson Theory masturbates 7 times a
Yeah,
day.
he said that's why he packs a strong right hand.
Jesus.
Ew,
And he also
God.
said he will be back in WWE soon. He has unfinished business with Drew.
Who has time for that?
Right.
I don't even know who Tyson Theory
Tyson
is.
Theory does. All right, so
Ew.
Chuck, you have yours.
Oh, I remember that guy. Okay.
He fought.
He was that.
He fought Braun Strowman.
I
on Sonic.
remember.
Still don't
I
remember.
forget how he's really.
You know Braun
tall.
Strowman, that guy who used to be in WWE.
I used to own his
Anyway.
own company. That's the thing to do these
You
days.
didn't have a number 5, so I put the bump on there for you.
I just forgot to send it. That sounds like
Yeah,
Poor that guy.
You sent 4, and you're like, I don't really have another one.
Like,
And I was
whoops.
like, okay, so
got
I'll just do that
I'll
one.
give you my top 4.
Sorry, 5.
And your 4 was
That's pretty legit. Oh yeah,
I
my
forgot
girl.
to Put that.
Dude,
yeah.
how hot was she? My Catwoman looking girl, dude. She was hot.
I
I don't know, you
switched.
can't see any skin.
But you don't need to because you know when it's like a gimp suit and it's perfect.
It's Saudi. You're not allowed to.
And but it's like she was hot as shit.
I
in
can't
that.
wait till she actually wins a match.
I know.
I'm sick of her losing.
Well, she's not winning tomorrow.
No, absolutely.
Is she wrestling tomorrow?
Well,
Rousey.
Charlotte's
she
gonna
went
get
tomorrow.
involved. We'll talk about that, but Charlotte's gonna get involved in it somehow.
No, that's a good point.
Charlotte's gonna play a big part in that.
If anything, it'll be a no finish because they're gonna wait. They're
Yep.
gonna have Round to lose.
Ronda-
I'm pretty fucking hyped with that McAfee's fighter.
Yeah, that's
Like these nights are gonna be loaded. Like one night you could get. We'll get the main.
we'll get. Yep,
I'm uploading the pictures as we speak because I didn't have enough fucking room because
and we'll get to
StreamYard
tomorrow,
only
so-
has so many fucking precious little babies.
And we'll get.
Yeah,
So we'll
that
talk
happens.
about tomorrow about Sonya fighting Rousey.
So we'll move on here to number 3, which is
Austin Theory.
I really did like Austin Theory getting selfies with everybody in
So stupid.
the pods.
He is worse than any woman.
I
I
really
swear
liked-
he is.
I liked how Matt Riddle fucking posed for it too.
Yeah, he was like,
He's like, right on.
And then he went to Styles, and Styles gave him like a dirty look.
Sure. Riddle was all about it.
Lashley was pissed.
He was
He was
mad.
just sitting there like, fuck.
What's he gonna do? He can't even fight. Dude's got bad back or whatever the fuck it is.
Separated his shoulder.
Yeah,
He
same
said He's
thing.
trying to get cleared by Mania. We'll see.
Yeah, we doubt that.
Actually,
I hope he does. That'd be
I do
shitty to
too.
lose your big payday
Yeah,
after
well,
you had a
yes.
really good.
he did. He didn't even get in the match. He got hurt in the pod.
Yeah, damn concussions from glass.
Yes.
Brock Lesnar's
Yep.
F5 to Austin Theory, as we've already discussed, was pretty epic. The dude he took that hit like a champ.
That's a hell of a bump.
It was. Took it like a champ. And then I've seen mixed rumors on this, but I thought that was pretty
It was.
badass.
Yeah, he broke fucking.
It was Lashley's turn to come out, and he just went ahead and just
Yeah,
busted the
because
pod.
he was supposed to come out last, but Lashley was gone.
He's not gonna stand there
Brock
and wait.
was just like, I'm not fucking like waiting for that.
Disrespectful. Brock.
And
That was cool.
I've heard rumors, it was planned, it wasn't planned, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Either way, it was awesome. It didn't look like it because the camera wasn't on him when it happened. I feel like if
Oh.
the camera would have been on him when it happened, if it was planned. But who
And
knows?
he was kicking and ripping it with his hands. He got it open. He's a big dude.
Just kicked the shit out of it. He is a big guy. I mean, damn, the dude's
He
a
is.
monster. So I thought that was pretty funny because it's something we've been seeing this chamber since 2002. That's the first time that's happened. And as much as I'd love to talk shit about Brock Lesnar, that's a pretty cool moment.
You got to give him credit where it's due.
Absolutely.
I hate to.
All right,
but-
Yvonne.
I do.
You only hate him because you didn't pick him and you lost.
No,
You gotta let that
no,
shit go.
no. It has nothing to do with that.
It has everything to do with
No, it
that.
don't.
But anyways,
No, it don't.
to your top 5.
Eliminate Orton in the Rumble. That's what it has to do. I don't
Orton
hate him.
always gets.
I don't hate him.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're 5.
He's only won 2 Rumbles. He's fine.
So Brock Lesnar, mine. We talked about like you guys have the F5 to Austin Theory on top of the pod.
I labeled this Brock kills. Austin Theory.
God, that's what I should have. Yeah, poor Theory. That's a bump to take. Oh my gosh! And Brock so big climbing up the pod, or climbing up the thing.
Brock's a freak athlete.
No, he is. It's ridiculous. Like, it's unreal.
I'm watching. I'm like, how the heck is Lesnar getting up there? They had it on at my work where I work at, and they're like, how's that big guy climbing that? I'm like, yeah, he's ripped.
Stephanie, don't tell people to shut the fuck up. That's pretty rude. I just saw that. Anyway,
I think she was talking about my Kmart comment. I was just referring to electronics because that's where we met, and I was thinking the call to electronics. That's probably what that's
that
from.
makes sense. I'd be shocked if she
My
was
number
still-
4, Matt Riddle he's face to face with Lesnar. I know if I remember correctly, Riddle, I don't know if he said something on Raw about not Lesnar exactly, but he's going to see Lesnar in the chamber.
They had heat in the past.
Yeah,
in the
he
past.
talked shit about him.
And Riddle.
Brock said, "Keep your name out of my mouth, bitch."
Before Riddle got
yeah,
big.
that's what I was,
Before Riddle got who he is now.
Riddle was
Yeah,
like,
now Riddle's like universally loved.
Yeah.
Riddle came in the match. He's on fire. Then he's like stayed in front of the pod doing this to Brock, and then Brock came out. And that's really cool. How goofy and how Riddle is. He wasn't even afraid of Brock. He just like
Oh yeah, why would he be? He's Matt Riddle. He's high as fuck.
he
He's
is.
like Brock is at this point.
Yeah, Riddle is.
He thinks he's at the Super Bowl. He doesn't know what's going on.
That is true.
And
You gotta love Riddle. So that was a big moment for Riddle. So Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, they did double suplexing in the chamber. And what's funny is these two, Rhea Ripley was screaming at Bianca. She's like, "I'm so sick of hearing about you," which I completely agree.
it goes back to their
Slap-
NXT days. It's always them two.
They slapped each other in the face, and they like, "Okay, let's work together." Then Liv Morgan and Alexa's coming and crawling.
Ooh,
That was
Alexa.
pretty cool. It shows how strong these two are. Like, to me, they're the two strongest women in WWE, in my opinion.
I mean, to be fair, this is her brutality.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley. I wish they would do
I
something.
think
more.
Ripley, they're about to.
I hope.
I love
so.
her music. Every time I hear it, I fucking skip for the whole
She
day.
is
Her
strong, dangerous.
her in
woman.
that gauntlet match. That's how that gauntlet match always works.
Oh yeah,
And
She-
she had a
great.
hell of a gauntlet match.
that's what got
She did
Rollins over.
Kofi and Seth. So
Yeah, she looked.
I think
great.
she's after Mania. She's gonna be one to watch.
Yes,
Yeah, I like her. I'm in
I
it.
mean, they
She
have
is-
their two main events now, which it is what it is.
Sure.
she is
But-
dangerous.
Watch for Ripley because they're pushing. They're about to push her the fuck out of her. I mean,
And we-
she's already been champion.
Yeah, she has. And
I
we
forgot
all
about that.
we all know how ripped Bianca is, Belair is. So they're both strong.
Dude, I had 2 large French fries from McDonald's before you guys got here, and now my chest kind of hurts. I'm getting too old for this shit.
That
One you guys will like. Your guys' girl returned in the
she
ring.
looked great.
I had her winning. I wish she would. Nothing against Bianca, but I want to see something fresh for Alexa. That's why I picked her.
I liked her music.
And now, like Chuck said before we went on, we haven't seen her.
That was
So-
our
Yeah,
sense.
she's getting married.
Well,
She
Oh.
wasn't even in Columbus this week.
well, then
Oh.
why come back just
I
for
didn't know
one
she was
night?
getting
Oh, for
married
that Saudi
already.
payday. Yeah, that's right.
She's getting married. Ryan Cabrera ain't had a hit since 2004.
He's
That's
got-
right. I forgot she's engaged.
That's a good point.
I
She
forgot.
needs that wedding money.
I forgot she's getting married.
Ryan Cabrera
Okay, it
ain't
makes
made no
sense.
money since he was dating Ashley Simpson.
I forgot about that too.
Well, that
Yeah.
explains why she's gone. Okay.
This is my brutality.
Yeah,
Because fans were tweeting at her and like, "Where are you?" And she's like, "Maybe I'll catch you guys next time you come to Cincy," because she wasn't there.
But now it makes sense why she
She was at her
actually-
bachelorette party. I was stalking her on or following her on
stalking.
No, use the
You
right
love
word.
her.
That's the right word.
Twitter. Anyway, segueing to her number one.
Bianca
Before I get people, go ahead.
Bianca Belair winning the women's. She won the chamber and becoming the number 1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship.
I was stalker too. It's fine.
I know you both would. I know. This is like her second time main eventing.
But I wouldn't do what Sammy Garvey
And-
said about Sasha. I would
Oh,
not do
know.
that.
Oh my god, that was great. He's so-
All right.
But yeah, good for
No,
Bianca.
dude, I'm so excited. I've cleared out so many banners. I have room now. I'm like, yes, I can.
Good for
Upload
Bianca.
stuff.
Anything with Bianca in it is a great match, especially this is her second time main eventing. The
Yeah, and
Ro-
she's gonna be
For her, it's-
she's
it's
gonna
amazing.
beat Becky.
I think she's beating Becky too.
I think both women belts
I
as of
think
right
they're
now
gonna change,
are
too.
gonna change.
But the question is, will she beat Becky in 3 seconds? Like
Right.
Becky beat her at
No,
SummerSlam.
Vince won't do that.
That'll be a real match.
be a real good match. Nothing stupid.
So as of right this second, before we get to, so we'll do the WrestleMania card so far, which I now have banners I can add them in. I'm so
Fuck
excited.
yeah, that's what I'm talking
But
about.
for now, you guys can deal with fucking pictures. So right now,
Except for you audio listeners who you're not gonna see anything.
yeah, we just don't care about you.
Wow.
Nobody likes you in your car.
Yeah. Except you, Bennett. Bennett faithfully listens. Like he'll message me and be like, "Yeah, that was pretty solid," and he'll like discuss it with me.
Know whatever we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you won't.
So we
acknowledge
got take that week off and fucking lose it. All right,
Can't believe I'm the one here wearing an
AJ
shirt.
Styles.
it. Oh,
Yeah, dude, I want to talk about that. That was awesome.
So
It was
Raw,
awesome, yeah.
Styles got his ass kicked.
He
Edge
did.
went full crazy mode, and
Even
There you go.
Even Edge's hair went crazy.
I love how Edge is
Even
like, "I
his
want
hair
the
went
Edge, the
crazy.
Bulldog AJ, not the tag team title and Omos's bitch or whatever."
Yeah, whatever he said.
Edge went crazy.
Yeah, dude. So if you guys remember when Edge originally went crazy back in like 05, 06, he went ape shit nuts on Shawn Michaels. And this was like kind of the exact same thing. And this happens to be my next generation favorite, AJ Styles. It's like my like high school Ben was, that's not right. My high school Chuck was coming out and I was like, oh man, as soon as he did that look, I'm like, oh, that's that look before Rated RKO, even really before the Rated R Superstar. Because this is before the Lita. Like this was before he was champion. That's when he went that crazy style. And that's what he showed on Monday night against AJ Styles. And nobody saw him taking out Styles with the concerto. How do you say that word? Concerto.
I couldn't say
twice. He did it twice on Styles' head. And epic. And that's going to make AJ Styles the good guy in this, I think. Because at first I was like, well, is he really a heel? Or I think he's going to go full out heel. They just did a reverse. They did a reverse on Monday night, I think. And I like that. So now we're going to see the good guy AJ Styles against the old school crazy Edge that we haven't seen in, what year is it, 2022? 15, 16, 17 years. So, like, I mean, we saw glimpses of it since he went Rated R and stuff, but this is still before that. That crazy ass,
and even Edge's
schizophrenic.
Hair was crazy
just remember,
too.
they have a little bit of history because Edge fucking injured Styles in his return in the Rumble.
Oh, he did.
That's right. I forgot about that.
He did that spear. That's
He
right.
hit that fucking spear. Fucked AJ all up.
You're right. I forgot about that as well.
Laid it on his shoulder.
Yep, I remember that, and it wasn't even on TV. We had to watch it later.
They cut it.
the camera was somewhere else.
This is one of my favorite matches going into Mania. This is one of them.
That's one of those where it's like, thank you for Twitter, because like I saw it on Twitter. It's like, oh shit, AJ like
his first spear back was not on TV.
Yeah, of course not.
The second spear was. I think the second spear was Ziggler, which was the first spear we saw on TV.
This is gonna be a great match, regardless who wins. This is gonna be a great match.
Oh yeah, it is
a dream match.
We ain't gonna talk about winners yet, but Jesus Christ,
it's hard not to.
This is gonna be not easy to pick.
Styles has lost 2 WrestleManias in 7 years. So
well, it's like the women's tag match.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to find a picture for right now, but
they haven't lost it either.
Sasha's 0-6
at WrestleMania.
I feel like she needs to win one at some point.
I would think so.
Sasha's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day,
and now it's going to be in a tag team. She get her first win in a tag team.
And the thing with her,
I mean, she lost last year in a tag team.
They say when she wins a title, she don't keep it long. I have heard that, and she has lost the next night.
I'm just happy.
I wonder what the reason is, because she's popular.
She is really good.
I just think it's a coincidence. Like I don't think they book her. She's 0-6.
Well, and to be fair, usually she's the bad guy, and bad guys typically lose at WrestleMania. Especially when she's been around with fucking Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch, who has been the big dogs and Charlotte the last, So, when she's dealing with those three, she's
all right.
We know you won't be picking her.
Today, Pat McAfee will wrestle somebody. TBD. And this match, the only person that cares about this is Yvonne, because one of these people talked to her on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't hear. Yeah, I need to hear about that a little bit.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Because how long were you talking to each other?
Well, last month or the 20th of February, her and Corey Graves they introduced their show on YouTube, and I was watching. And as I was watching, I shared a picture on Twitter. She was talking about like how they were buying a house. About her, she wanted like the big closet for her stuff. And I retweeted and said, I'm the same way. I like the big closets and all that stuff. She retweeted back. She literally talked to me back, retweeted it, and actually had me like a paragraph, she wrote a sentence out to me, started talking, and
like a private message on the
on
thing.
Twitter. She quoted my thing. She retweeted it.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I had to find
and Corey Graves liked my tweet too.
Corey Graves did. That's cool.
He did. So I was literally talking to her. She's one of my favorite wrestlers. That's really cool.
So for the 2 people watching, I know they're dying to know how's their show.
It's good. Final episode was today. It was good.
The final or the first?
Final. It lasted a week.
Yeah, that's it for right now.
They did one episode?
No, they did, 5?
Oh,
5, yeah.
I thought they said, I must have misread. I must have misread. I thought I read the other day that today was the first episode. No, so it's actually been on for a week or 5 weeks?
They released No, they released all of them within a week.
Yep,
it's
under WWE's.
Right.
It's under WWE's face.
I guess they're
Twitter,
let's see if
YouTube.
It works.
I got you. What platform is it on?
YouTube.
On YouTube?
WWE's channel.
WWE's YouTube channel.
Gotcha.
It's good.
All right.
I mean, I don't know a lot about Corey Graves, but now, a little bit more. He's really cool.
I know he likes tattoos.
He does. I can't say that.
And I heard that he was clear. No, he likes tattoos. I mean, you
have
have some tattoos. He has all of the tattoos.
Yeah, he does. It's a good show. It was cool talking to them on Twitter. I have it on my Twitter, so you guys can see all that.
That's cool. I mean, I like background shit.
I did reach out to them on my Twitter. I retweeted her.
I'm trying to sleep, and she's like, what the fuck's going on? Carmela just messaged me. I was like, what the fuck?
I retweeted our RSH poster to them. Try to get them to watch it. So.
Oh, they're watching. They watch every week. They're fans. They're big fans.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Try to see if they say something back, especially Corey Graves. So.
Yeah. And speaking of
but that was a great week for me. So.
Friends of the show.
Yep.
He's got a match.
We met him.
Yeah, we did.
Drew and Corbin. This has been building for a while.
Yep. And he told us
that should be a solid
He
match.
told us that when we met him.
I mean, it'll be fine, but I'm over it. They've been doing it for a while, and it's not going to be anything special. I'm kind of over McIntyre, to be honest with you.
Another one.
This is rumored, but I found a picture, so fuck it.
That's a good picture.
And it's so forced.
RSH's sources are reporting that this match is imminent. I keep going on our Twitter and reporting things.
You're saying shit. I mean, it's not even worse than Dave Meltzer.
My close sources within WWE tell me that Stone Cold will make his triumphant
our
return.
senses.
It's way better than
Kevin Owens, who will not quit bad-mouthing Texas.
How bad they suck.
It's so forced, man. It's like, come on. Every time he says something about Texas, I'm like, just stop.
Every Hall of Famer's sending him messages on Twitter.
Did you have your?
What I really liked about Kevin Owens was on this past Monday night on Raw when they were doing their little talk show, and what's his name? Gable said, "Thank you," and Owens was like, "No, that's not how you say it." Like they spent 5 minutes.
Gable shush. I want his T-shirt. It says "shush" on it.
Dude, Kevin is fucking hilarious when he just wants to talk.
And he had the cowboy hat on wrong too.
Well, yeah, that happens. But he's just like, that's not how you say that. It made me laugh a lot. I don't know. I thought that was hilarious.
Okay, he looks so thrilled, doesn't he?
I mean, that's the forced picture. When if it becomes a thing,
but they'll have a real one.
You'll get a fancy that kind of picture.
High quality.
That's awesome.
High quality H2O.
And then the 3 main events, or 2 main events. And this was announced for night 1.
Yep.
Becky and Bianca. This is the main event of night 1. Rousey and Charlotte.
We're getting both of those in night 1.
Yes. And then you're going to get Brock and Roman.
That's got to be night 2.
Night 2 main event. It's already been announced. Those 3, which nights they're on. I think there's going to be a Andre the Giant, which I think we might finally get Veer.
Finally.
I love the fact
he's coming to Raw, not WrestleMania.
Yeah. He's coming soon.
That'd be technically false advertising.
He's coming soon.
It's a pretty loaded card.
It is, yeah.
And the women matches there's 3. And they're talking about adding a women's battle royal to the kickoff show for one of the nights.
They have
all the other women.
They have 16 hours of television, might as well.
I mean, remember there's only 8 to 11.
Both nights.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
it's still 6 hours. Yeah.
But if you kick a pre-show, you can throw a match in there.
Sure. If they even do that anymore, they haven't really been doing pre-shows.
Oh shit! I didn't even get a picture for this one. The Miz and Logan Paul.
It's okay. We don't need a picture of Logan Paul.
I need it. This professional shit.
Logan Paul Chuck is a YouTuber.
I'm tweeting at Pat McAfee trying to get on his show, and I can't even get a goddamn picture for ours.
Logan Paul, didn't he have issues with Sami Zayn?
He's a boxer too, apparently.
Yeah, this was a horrible
he
mistake.
said he's going to start boxing because he's bored.
Miz could have picked a better partner than this.
I honestly, I've never seen anything.
What did you expect? Everybody was like Cody. It's like that was not going to happen.
I'm not sure we're going to get Cody in WWE.
No.
I mean, it's been a couple of weeks and then we haven't heard anything.
Well, I mean, the timing's got to be right. You can't just be like, oh, hey, a big surprise to kick off Raw. Here's Cody.
Sure,
and Cody
that's what AEW would do.
And it's like, Cody's fantastic. And 6 months later, it's like, where is Cody? It's like
Miz could have had his options of a partner.
Logan Paul, I got a picture now. Bam.
Look at that.
Look at Logan Paul's hair.
This is the match where Dominic turns.
I do.
I hope so.
I was thinking that too myself.
I think Miz and Logan Paul win, and Dominic turns on Mysterio.
Finally, Miz wins.
Or Dominic turns on Mysterio. Dominic turns on Ray.
I think that would be awesome.
Hey, look, I got pictures for all the matches.
We've been calling.
So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 WrestleMania matches.
That's counting Stone Cold, which ain't official.
That's not official.
And did
you get Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville?
That's not official either.
Yeah.
He called him out on SmackDown.
Yeah, that has not been made official. There's not a graphic for it. If there is, we'll be very pissed.
No, I mean, I think it's official.
We've called Dominic turning on Mysterio forever now.
Dominic
finally needs to do
see
it.
what I did to you? No, that is not official yet.
It'd be awesome if Ray actually did turn on Dominic first.
The time to do it is on the biggest stage of the ball. There you go.
Fuck you, son. Just takes him out.
There is a picture for it, but I don't. Let me look at the WrestleMania card.
I mean, even if it's not official, he called him out on SmackDown, so it's
going
to happen.
Get 7 matches on both?
I mean, he could.
That's a lot of fucking. WrestleMania is always the week that like we're exhausted. Like by Thursday, like by the time we record, it's like we had
they had everything.
8 hours of Mania, Raw for us, NXT, and then it's like, fuck.
Yeah, buddy.
The only thing official now is Roman Brock, Becky Bianca, the Mysterios, Logan Paul and Miz, Charlotte Rousey, Edge Styles, the tag team women's match, Pat McAfee versus TBD, which it looks like the favorite for that match is Austin Theory, followed very closely by Seth.
Oh gosh,
I can see it either way.
Cody's third.
Those are my
Drew
top
McIntyre
3.
and Corbin, and then the other 2 matches predicted from CBS, which doesn't include the Stone Cold KO, is Knoxville and Zayn and Balor and Priest.
Yeah, that's
I think we're gonna get Demon.
Yeah, that's gonna be added for sure.
So yeah, that's gonna be like fucking 14 matches.
Jeez.
It's a lot. But I mean, it's 2 nights, so might as well go all out, man.
I would put Edge and AJ on the pre-show, so people would actually watch it.
I mean, are they still doing pre-shows? They've kind of stopped.
Yeah, no, they still do. They go on an hour.
No, do they?
Or they just ain't been putting matches on them.
I gotcha.
But I mean, if you add those 2 matches combined with these 9, it's 11. Andre the Giant's going to happen. That's probably going to be a pre-show of one of the nights.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And then they said the women's is going to have a one.
Do a pre-show on that.
So like you probably do. I don't know. It's going to be a lot.
Sure.
Speaking of WrestleMania,
A lot of good matches though.
What Ben alluded to earlier.
I'm so pumped for Styles and Edge.
I forget which. So we'll announce our manias before we break down last week. I forget which one you guys picked.
22, 20,
all right, so Yvonne,
31.
Announce which WrestleMania you picked. I have all the shit. I just need.
She's like, I'll give you pictures right now. Just hold them up.
Bam.
All right. Yep. I got it all. Yep. I'm doing
20.
WrestleMania 20. Yep. That's what I'm doing.
And we got the match card.
Why did you pick WrestleMania 20?
I remember the Survivor Series thing we watched that had Chris Benoit and Shawn. I think it was him and Shawn. I can't remember now, but him and Shawn Michaels were teaming up in that tag.
Yep.
And with Triple H and stuff, I know the match was Triple H, Chris Benoit, and Shawn Michaels for the title. And I'm like, holy
you're in a safe space. You can say you want to see Chris Benoit wrestle. It's okay. His wrestling is amazing.
And win.
Yeah.
It's a very big night for him and Eddie.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
I was trying to remember. Yeah, him and Triple H and Shawn was fighting for the belt. I'm like, that's gonna be a great match.
This is gonna be a great WrestleMania to watch.
It's
I'm
a
excited.
very good card.
And Triple H just added himself into it.
This will be the main.
Actually, that's incorrect.
Eric Bischoff added it.
It was. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're
Eric
right.
Bischoff.
You're right. It was Chris Benoit who threw himself into the Triple H Shawn Michaels feud.
Yeah, he did.
But you're correct.
After-
This is going to be the first one. So this is what we'll break down next week.
Yeah.
20.
That's what we're doing next week. Ooh, that's cool. I get to watch that one next.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
yeah.
we'll get 20.
See, I'm
excited
trying
for
to
that
remember
one.
when we talked about it.
We're
last
fancy
week.
now. We have match cards. So
Yeah, buddy.
in order.
In order. I have
John Cena.
Oh,
Never had a belt yet.
Lord.
The doctor of thugonomics,
The
John
thing I
Cena.
did
Against
like-
the Big Show for the U.S. title, which this is where he turns into the
Yeah,
spinner.
Cena goes on to win the championship next year at 21
Well, I
against
resist
JBL.
odds. Remember that.
There's 2 fatal 4-way tag team matches
That.
for each of the belts. So you got Booker T and RVD, Cade and Jindrak, La Resistance, and the Dudleys
Who the
in a
heck is
fatal
Kate
4-way.
Jindrak?
This one I'm excited for. Chris Jericho and Chris
Oh,
That'll be
right.
fun.
That'd be a
Remember
good
that.
one.
This one I'm also excited for. The Rock and Sock Connection against
Yep.
Evolution.
I remember
Look
that
at
too.
Randy Orton right in the front.
Remember who wins?
Yes. Not the Rock.
Not The Rock.
Right.
The Playboy evening gown match.
Oh, gross.
Woo! That's the only picture. Dude, literally there's no picture of the match. Like there's no graphic.
I'm not surprised.
So
So gross.
So that's Tori Wilson. Who was the other one? Who was she sitting on in that picture?
I look, Cruzy's here. No, we didn't talk about Cody yet.
Oh,
We're getting there.
We're
We waited just for you, John.
Yeah, like we were doing the Pat McAfee love first. The Cruiserweight Open Challenge. So you got Chavo. Let's see if I remember these guys. Mysterio. Is that Ultimo Dragon?
That's
I don't know.
Is that Billy Kidman?
Billy Kidman.
Yep.
Shannon Moore.
Oh yeah, that's Jimmy Noble.
You had this Noble Tajiri.
Yes, it.
Nunzio. Funaki, SmackDown's number
Funaki.
1 announcer. I have no idea who the fuck's behind Chavo on the
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, I don't. The guy with the black suit or what? I don't
Yeah,
I'm
it's
out.
an open challenge.
Got the chops. Whoever that guy is, the chops guy.
Oh, in this match,
Wolverine.
Goldberg
Oh,
versus Brock
Stone
Lesnar.
Cold.
that was Brock's last match until
Yeah.
2012.
With Stone Cold Steve
Wow.
Austin as a special guest referee.
Such
The
a
match
terrible
order
match.
of this throws me off because after this match was Rikishi and Scotty Tuhati against the Basham brothers against the APA against the world's greatest.
I remember the Basham brothers.
Then, if the match card wasn't weird enough for you, get a hair versus hair.
I remember that
between Victoria and Molly Holly.
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose had that.
I remember Molly. I know Molly loses that match. I remember her being bald.
She's bald.
These three matches got me excited though. So you got Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah,
that's the WWE Championship.
That tears it down, dude.
Undertaker versus Kane.
Right.
And this is, if you remember, this is the Dead Man's return as the Dead Man.
He's not. He hasn't been around.
Yep. A while back, the way this match got started up was Taker was in a match with Vince in a Buried Alive match as he was the Dead Man or the American Badass gimmick, whatever the fuck they called him. And then Kane interfered, buried Taker, been gone for a long time. And then for weeks up to this match, we've been hearing the dings and freaking Kane out. But this is Taker's first night back since he was been gone for a year or so, and the return of the Dead Man.
All right.
Epic.
Sounds good.
World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H defends against Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit.
Yeah, that's yep.
And Chris Benoit won the Rumble too, and then he's the first one to jump ship from SmackDown to Raw.
Yep.
WrestleMania 20. So here's where Josh fucked up because Josh added all the pictures for WrestleMania 20 and the WrestleMania he chose.
But not for you.
Apparently, my Middleton education eluded me, and I can't fucking count.
That'll get you.
So what I'm going to attempt to do
that's not any better, bro.
is share my screen.
Ooh, now we're getting real fancy.
Well, if they want to see the match card.
What is this, a Zoom meeting?
No, we used to do this back in the day.
You're thinking of me and Chuck more than me. That's okay.
Can you guys see that? No. Screen.
That's
Fuck you,
pretty rough.
Cruzy, and your comments. That's what I get for too many slides. Damn it, too many slides. Fuck you, Elimination Chamber.
That happens.
It
happens. It happens.
Dude, this all right. So you go Taker Henry. You go Michaels.
How is there no audio?
What the fuck? Everything.
There has to be audio. Oh, mean, we're back. We didn't do anything. Like, we did nothing different.
Okay. Match placement. So you have Mysterio and Orton getting a title shot against Kurt Angle in a triple threat. The match after that is Tori Wilson versus Candice Michelle in a Playboy pillow fight.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Which segues.
It was Candice Michelle. That's who was in that photo.
Yeah. So which segues into John Cena versus Triple H for the WWE title.
This is John Cena's second defense at WrestleMania for the title. He won it against JBL the year prior, and now Triple H is going into it. And I'm telling you, man, their feud was legit. A few weeks before WrestleMania, they did their first comeback of Saturday Night Main Event. And it was Triple H and John Cena as a tag team against whoever, I don't remember. And that's a lot of fun too. I recommend going back and watching that match before this event. But that feud was really, really good. And the HBK Vince feud was really, really good. And those are the two matches that made me choose this WrestleMania on the fact that this is the first one that I watched live and it was awesome.
I do have the logo.
That's a cool one.
But that's it. I will work on that this week.
Yep, it's big time. Big time.
And then I picked 31.
That's another.
Look at these people.
God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these people are no longer there.
Yeah, dude, we
The
got
only 2 left are Reigns and Brock.
Hollywood,
They're
AEW. Well, Hollywood still. Oh, that's not right. Still around. Part time. Still around. Hollywood. Hospital. AEW. AEW retired.
So this match card. So we'll start from the bottom. John Cena versus Rusev for the United States title. I think it was funny with all this shit we're going through, which isn't that part's not funny.
No.
But I went on the network and seen if they removed where Rusev and them used to be like, our fearless leader, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, they did.
Still on there.
Is it? Yeah.
His Russian metal thing is still there.
Still there.
Watch the whole thing. Very odd.
Well, they did get rid of the network in Russia today.
Like,
So
like Cruzy said, his name's Miro now.
Yeah, well,
it is Miro now.
He still likes dictators. Anyways,
Yep.
Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt.
In the daylight.
That's a good picture of Undertaker.
Yeah, that's the best. I mean,
That was a cool
it
picture.
could have been a great match
Yeah.
if it was in the dark time.
Exactly. That was the
They're both dark characters. And they do it in the daytime. Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, that was
Oh fuck, sorry.
weird. Josh is
I'm
good.
excited for this.
Oh.
Barrett, Truth, Ambrose, Luke Harper, Ziggler, Stardust, and Daniel Bryan in the Intercontinental Championship ladder
Barrett.
match.
Dude, we got 2 of the 6 still around.
Yep.
Barrett's commentary, Truth's still there. 3, Ziggler's still there.
Oh, Barrett's still. I guess if you count his
Moxley's on
commentary.
AEW.
If you count his commentary, and it's not Cody, John. That's Stardust.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
With his face paint.
that's how you say it.
And
And he
then
says it real slow.
Seth Rollins
right.
versus Randy Orton.
Look at that black. Look at that hair.
Which, if you remember correctly, this is not the most. It's not the only time you see Seth.
No, he's holding Money in the Bank right now. He's
He
not.
is.
Now this isn't just a match. This is Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins
And this
versus
is where
Randy
you
Orton.
get a very epic RKO as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it is
I
pretty
remember
epic.
that.
And then
Those guys, they had a good chemistry.
Sting
Triple H with a
and
sledgehammer.
Triple H in a very. I'm eager to watch this back. I
Yeah.
hated it the first time.
I don't remember.
You know, my only problem with it was how, like, I like the idea of like Triple H and DX versus Sting and NWO,
Yeah.
WWE versus WCW. However, Sting always feuded with the NWO, so it really didn't make any sense for the NWO to back up Sting. It'd be like fucking Stone Cold backing up DX. Like, it just doesn't make sense because they were such a heated feud.
Mhm.
But I get the idea of WWF versus WCW. That's all that was.
Right.
But it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It was a fine match. It was an epic thing, but
And then more interesting match placement. You
It-
have the
it was
Bella
also
Twins
daytime.
Yep.
versus Paige and AJ.
that was rough.
Nikki was Divas. That's my favorite
This is
title. Was
when
the
this
Divas
happens.
title. That
If
was
you
my
remember,
favorite
this is when we
title.
first see Ronda Rousey on WWE television.
Yep. So
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey will appear.
She threw
First
Triple
time you see her on
So
WWE
everybody
television.
that hates Ronda Rousey, blame The Rock.
I always blame
um,
The Rock.
Undertaker
Nope.
versus Bray Wyatt.
Don't
Said it
disrespect
before.
The Rock.
Say it again. Fine. Throw it in there again.
Brock Lesnar versus the old
Roman.
Roman Reigns.
Yep.
I mean,
Before he was a tribal chief.
this was 8 years ago, so
Spoiler alert.
This is back when you didn't acknowledge
it did take
though.
8 years to bring him back
Some
again.
epic moment might happen.
So you guys know. Remember, this is literally 8 years ago.
Yep.
All right.
There we go. So WrestleMania 20
Yep.
we'll break down next week as well as whatever the fuck happens the rest of this week.
Yep.
Oh, I mean Friday, tomorrow and Monday. And then
That's so funny how this is the WrestleMania that we're going to end it with, and it's the same event as it is this WrestleMania. I don't think Rollins will interfere in this one. So
No.
but they are. He had a recently feud with him, so we saw him live last month.
He didn't lose,
and it was a no. And Roman got
Seth didn't lose.
He passed out, right? At Goldberg.
No, Roman just beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, the referee called it. That's right.
Roman hit him with a chair. He hit him with a chair.
Seth won. That's why I kept the belt.
Roman,
Seth
that's right.
Won.
That's right.
Roman
that's right.
beat the crap out with the steel chair.
Yvonne was pissed.
I was there live.
Yeah, we're sitting there, and Yvonne's just like, and I'm just like, I already won.
I swear.
Like, all that had to happen was Rousey needed to win the Rumble.
Thanks a lot, Roman.
Or not Rousey. It was the men's Rumble. Like, whoever the fuck you'd pick just couldn't win. And it didn't happen because Brock kept,
Yeah, we all picked Brock, I think.
Yeah, so.
Anyways,
cool. That that's why Yvonne hates.
No, there's a lot too.
I've
never liked Lesnar
I hate Brock
since
Lesnar
day one.
too.
I never liked him.
I liked Brock Lesnar once in my life, and that was when he beat the fuck out of that one-legged guy.
I will give him credit as a podcaster, but that was
awesome.
So let's go back to.
And I don't even believe what I say half the time.
Let's go back to SmackDown. So we did
The Rock Show.
Chamber.
We said,
our WrestleMania, and now back to we're finally current again.
Oh look, your girl's
back to reality. Back to the latest news as of last night. I'm assuming we were going right.
Yeah.
All right.
Charlotte and Sonya Deville ambushed Ronda Rousey. They did make Rousey versus Deville it's tomorrow on SmackDown.
I am really glad that Sonya's back in the ring because one, she's super hot, and two, she's good. She could legit fight Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
I just want to see.
I'm sure she'll
win
be in a match. I feel like she'll be in Charlotte's corner or something.
Oh, absolutely.
She needs to get her moment.
New Day beat Garza, Korea, and nobody cares. Viking Raiders jumped the Usos.
They do.
And tomorrow they will fight for the tag team championships.
I just don't get into the Viking Raiders, man. I don't see it.
Zia Lee made her in-ring debut on SmackDown and beat Natalya.
Nice.
Johnny Knoxville came out and challenged Sami Zayn. It was pretty fucking funny.
It was
funny. He did indeed.
And then Ricochet got a championship match against Sami Zayn because Zayn offered a challenge and told Knoxville he couldn't have it because this isn't his place. Ricochet says it's mine.
Which Sami has a point.
Yeah. So tomorrow you got Zayn versus Ricochet, Viking Raiders versus Usos, and Rousey versus Deville. Yeah. Rousey's first ever match on SmackDown.
It's pretty late SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yep. She always played the Raw game, but now since Fox bought SmackDown,
do we get
SmackDown's the place
any
to
kind
be.
of hint who McAfee's opponent is on possibly tomorrow?
He could, I'm sure
he's a SmackDown announcer,
yeah,
right?
So
he'll be talking about it. I'm sure he will.
Oh, he'll probably be talking about it all night long.
Absolutely. Like,
Sasha Banks.
Shut up, Cole. It's my moment.
Beat Shotzi Blackheart, which led to
How many times do you think that he's going to say that Vince thinks Michael is not a good guy?
Yeah, dude,
he's going to run
throughout the night.
You know how hard it is to skip through SmackDown just based on that fact.
Since I'm watching, if I was watching just to watch it, I'll be fast forwarding still. But since I watch it while I work, I watch it all these days.
Yeah,
and
SmackDown's really good.
Yeah, he does a good job.
And then Drew McIntyre beat Madcap Moss after Corbin said he was going to fight him, but was like, no, never mind. Now Drew won.
See McIntyre stab a motherfucker with that sword.
And then Banks beat Shotzi Blackheart. Naomi was on commentary, and then they challenged Carmella and Queen Zelina for a tag team title match, which on Raw they accepted, which we'll get to.
Weird.
They promoted the fuck out of the McAfee show interview, which was I think it was very good.
It was very good.
It was cool to see Vince internet people
for
whatever.
Sure, man. Yeah, we all love this backstage shit. So to actually see Vince, who you never really see.
He's like, I love it. And you can't hate, he's like, I love it. He's like,
yeah.
Vince got places to be like, what do you want us to talk about? They bought a company that went under.
Sure, it did go under.
Now they're going to treat it as their, what did I read? They're going to treat it as their developmental area because, we don't need developmental. AEW's our developmental. Then you about killed 4 people. And now I guess you need developmental.
You said a while back they needed developmental. Here you go.
Now they got one.
Here you go.
Ring of Honor. Ooh,
I think it's good.
Can't wait for Danhausen's title run.
Yeah, I'm not sure I get that character yet, but I think
the only feud I like is MJF and Punk.
That's really good.
That's
really good.
That's it.
Cody's
not going to ROH.
No,
they made too big of a deal, and Tony Khan's being way too butthurt. I don't want to talk. And he's taking shots, Cody. Now, we could put on a better card without him. It's
that could be saying maybe that's playing the game. And that's their idea. I don't really think
I can't eat salt. I have high blood pressure, but I appreciate it. He's the one eating fries.
Yeah, I had 2 McDonald's.
There's no salt. I don't eat
they're
every week. monumental announcement. And it's like Keith Lee. And it's like, okay, the next week, a huge surprise. Then it'll be Swerve Scott. Then at fucking the Battle Royal, there'll be a mystery person.
Well, last night
Jeff Hardy's gonna come out fucking drinking beer, drunk out of his mind.
No, he won't be doing that on TV.
Yeah, he will. He did it on Impact.
I can watch
Like,
It's still behind the scenes on Impact.
Like it's so ignorant. At this
The
point.
thing with last
you
night,
realize the Undertaker, Vince announcing that he's going to induct the Undertaker in the whole thing is a bigger announcement than the Ring of Honor shit from last night.
I mean, for his company, sure.
No, in wrestling, period.
But I think, I think last night's announcement is actually their best announcement that they've ever done. Because I agree with you when it comes to the wrestlers. The wrestler of the week announcement's fucking annoying.
Swerve Scott next week. Y'all ready? We change his name to Isaiah Strickland.
Also, Tony Khan needs a haircut, I think.
Tony Khan needs not.
He looks horrible.
But
they need a GM.
But buy-in Ring of Honor is a pretty big deal for them because it gives them content. For one, if they want,
where are they going to put it?
If they want to get into the streaming game, you have to have content.
But where are they going to
And
put
with
it?
2 years, hopefully HBO Max, I can fucking watch that shit. But if you want to get in the streaming game, you have to have content. And 2 years of weekly TV is not going to give it to you. But when you buy decades of Ring of Honor, now you have content, so you can throw in both of those things, and it gives you a play out.
And probably the average watcher.
He's talking about Taker and Vince's
if you
announcement.
If you can appreciate the Undertaker, then you probably should watch wrestling.
Absolutely.
And I don't want you to suck off the Young Bucks either or Kenny. Like Undertaker's one of the greatest of all time.
And as John said, the content of Danielson,
I
Punk, and
understand
Hangman,
the content.
and
They
AJ Styles.
They don't have nowhere to put it.
Well, not yet, but that gives them the market to go to somewhere and be like, hey, let's do a deal.
Hey, HBO, you put on Ring of Honor. What the fuck is that?
No, they wouldn't. I don't think so. Ring of Honor is an established brand, and it's a respectable brand, and a lot of WWE wrestlers come from Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
and same with AEW. So I think last night's announcement, honestly, because I agree with you when it comes to the fucking wrestler of the week announcement. That shit's annoying, and it is what it is. But I think business wise, this is the next big step because you're getting content and you're growing your business. And buying Ring of Honor is growing, just like when WWE bought WCW. Granted, it's a bigger scale, but they were growing their business. And I think this is a good. This is the first real good announcement, in my opinion, that he's done. Granted, it probably didn't need to be done on live TV. But
I had to go after Jericho on Twitter, and I comment another big announcement. Here we go, and I got 47 likes. People are over these
No, I mean I agree. The rest of the week shit.
Every week it's
is what it is.
Surprise! It's what just build your fan base,
especially when you're not really using them outside of that announcement.
You're doing the same rating you did last year. You're not increasing your audience. Sure, your roster's huge. Cesaro don't even want to go there. Gargano's not wanting to go there because the roster's too big. It's we're gonna debut and then we're gonna be on AEW Dark.
Well, maybe bringing in Ring of Honor, maybe they can actually use that and make another show. And maybe some
I hope they put it
maybe
on
some of the green guys, maybe some of the green guys who shouldn't be on the main roster in AEW can go to Ring of Honor, learn some shit. It's good for business at the end of the day.
I just hope they just use the tape library and try not to make another show.
That's a big deal. Either way.
Anyways, Cruzy hates WWE. It's obvious.
No,
Vince
that's not
fair.
The
Undertaker means nothing to him.
How
That's
he's not because he didn't grow up with it. So he's actually a new fan. He came to my house last year and watched WrestleMania. He doesn't hate WWE.
Yes, he does.
He just doesn't.
You realize how big of a deal it is that Vince is inducted.
He's a newer fan of WWE. Taker was on his way out when John came in.
Cruzy, look, WWE does have a place where their content is. It's called Peacock.
It used to be on your own network, and now it's on Peacock.
So,
which I'm not a fan of. I miss the WWE network. I'm gonna fucking say
I do too.
I miss the network.
Grab your Peacock, grab a beer.
I do like the extra content I get with Peacock for the same price.
I highly recommend watching The Last Ride.
Yeah, Last Ride is good.
Watch
John doesn't.
The Last Ride and watch how Vince and Undertaker communicate and tell me that Vince inducting him means nothing to you. That's all I'm saying.
That's a big deal. He just wasn't around for it. So he still likes the new shit. He just he likes the new shit more than I do. He likes shit that I'm like, that's fucking stupid. He's like, well, I liked it. So he's less bitter than I am about
what
WWE.
What's happening in AEW? Are you paying $80 for their pay-per-view?
I was just about to ask Cruzy.
Cruzy, are you paying $77.99 for your pay-per-view?
It's probably $50.
Cruzy, I wasn't gonna ask you. What match are you looking forward into Revolution, Cruzy, Sunday?
Yeah, there is one person here who watches AEW.
Oh, it's gotta be. I watch some parts on YouTube. If it goes to HBO Max, I'll fucking watch it every week.
And Cruzy on MJF and Punk. What do you think of that feud and the dog collar match?
He's watching.
Yep.
All right, Cruzy, you're our one listener. These commenter right now. What's your most excitable match? Yep. Which one's going to get you going on Sunday? That's 3 I want to watch. You already mentioned them. Shit.
Yeah, it's 3. Yep.
All right. I like it. You got the Miz. That's twice. And that wasn't even on purpose. Yeah. We got MJ.
He's lost.
We got CM Punk.
Yep.
Yeah. That's killing it.
That's gonna be a great one too.
Killing it.
Yeah, I would agree that'd probably be the best match.
Dude, MJ's promo last week was phenomenal.
It was.
Like, dude, it was really good. It was emotional. It didn't feel scripted, which I'm sure it was. I'm sure he planned it out, but like it felt real. You know, kids got it. He does. So yeah, I really do enjoy that feud as well.
That's gonna be
Adam Cole and Hangman.
That would be a good match.
Royal,
Kingston
Britt
and
Baker and Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa needs to go over.
Eddie Kingston and Jericho.
Well, he says heel Jericho. Has Jericho been face on AEW?
He just like attacked Eddie Kingston.
Out of nowhere.
Not like a physically attacked, but like destroyed him on the mic.
So he churned Kingston face.
Well, they love Kingston.
I got you.
They do.
I don't like Kingston myself.
I think Hangman and Adam. Do you think Cole goes over? Or is it too soon? I don't know. Hangman's whole thing, I don't watch regularly, but it just feels like it should be a bigger deal than it was.
I like Hangman Page.
I like him too, but like his run just doesn't do shit. And Adam Cole's on like all 3 shows all the time.
Well, he has to be.
I just feel like
he's a worker.
They basically bought NXT because you got Keith Lee, the Undisputed Era.
Yep.
Like
Vince didn't take it, and everybody else loved it.
I could see Cole go over.
NXT 2.0 is not bad.
I could see Cole go over. Maybe.
But anyway.
But Hangman can keep it either way.
Yeah, I like Hangman a lot. He's probably one of my faves. He's been one of my faves since day one. Since he started doing that drinking gimmick. And I was all in. I was all in, man.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a match that's tough to pick. Cole or Hangman is.
It is. I hope Hangman wins.
That's what I'm saying.
But I could see it going either way. Yeah. I mean, I think Cole, my biggest problem with AEW is the Young Bucks and Cole. Like, fuck the Young Bucks. Get rid of that shit.
God, yeah.
Omega, I'm kind of over, but he's kind of gotten not bad lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just hate that comedy, goofy shit. Same thing with the New Day on WWE. I'm tired of the comedy. Right. And maybe it makes me bitter, but like, I'm just tired of the constant goofy when you have potential to be more than that.
Be serious for once.
Like, it gets annoying. And so we know when the Young Bucks come out with Adam Cole, we know what we're getting. When the Young Bucks come out with Kenny Omega, we know we're going to get some weird Street Fighter bullshit. Like, that's what I hate about AEW for the most part, is that goofy shit, along with WWE with the New Day. It's the same, in my opinion, the exact same thing. And like, it's cool for a minute, but now we're years in. let's do something different.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I could see Cole going over though. I could slowly splitting those two up. Yeah.
As they should. And I noticed that. I've noticed that Omega's been less annoying to me. What I've seen, he's been less annoying. So
they're trying to split Cole and what the heck? Yeah, Red Dragon's the name of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish's team. The Young Bucks and them's having problems.
That'll happen.
So it's gonna have Cole like, who you have? Red Dragon. Get rid of the Young Bucks.
Who the fuck is Red Dragon?
That's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish's team.
I didn't know that.
I didn't. I'm like, who the heck's Red Dragon? Yep.
Dragon.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them either. But it is what it is.
On that note, let's transition.
What a nice
crazy.
What a nice name.
The following AEW talk is brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar.
Now pay us, Coke. Pay us now.
Just like people who like AEW, Coke has no sugar and is not sweet.
I really think I could get like a Miller Lite sponsor because I drink it every week for 2 years on this fucking show.
You need to go to St. Louis and get them to.
I know.
Let you
they
drink
didn't even have it.
Son of a bitch. Went to like what 7 different bars and the arena. No Miller Lite. Granted, it is where like Bud Light's made or whatever, but like,
you're pissed.
Come on.
Like, are you kidding me?
How do you not have Miller Lite at any bar in a city? Like, it makes no sense.
Big fancy restaurant.
You
got Red Orchard or whatever that's what they call it.
Angry Orchard.
You got Angry Orchard. You got Mad Birds over there. But you don't have any Miller Lite that half the population drinks. What are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
I had to drink a Shock Top because I couldn't get Miller Lite. Come on, fucking St. Louis. I'm never going back. It's the worst city in the world.
Damn, that's pretty harsh.
If you don't sell Miller Lite, you're the worst city in the world. And I'm pretty sure St. Louis is the only city in the world that does not sell Miller Lite. Maybe Russia. But, other than that.
No, we don't need that content.
No, we don't.
All right, back to SmackDown. So the main event was a contract signing, which you got a pretty good promo from Roman.
It did, yeah.
I love it when he said, "You look confused, farm boy."
I love when he calls him stupid farm.
What?
I love it.
And then he said, This is mine. Security's mine. And Brock. I mean, it's a cute way for them to. They have 4 weeks to kill.
Sure.
Like,
he
so I mean, it's a good start. The contract signed.
Worship me.
Yeah, McAfee's like,
yeah.
He's rocking out. I liked how. I'm sure I know all those security guards are wrestlers, they're training or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that guy who took the F5 took it like a champ. Like it was a solid look at the F5.
At him too.
Oh, I loved it when he threw the chair at the security guard.
Yeah, he threw it at him.
That's what I wanted to bring up. I saw that dude. He stood up against the ref. He took that chair and just threw it at that security guard, and I legit laughed out loud. I thought it was the funniest thing. He
threatened to kick Paul Heyman his butt.
Everybody wants to kick Paul Heyman's butt.
That's true. Paul Heyman has something coming because he did.
So do we think that maybe Paul Heyman might turn back against,
No.
All right. I think we're one and done.
Yeah, and that's been done too much.
You never know with Paul Heyman.
It's like he went to Brock, then he went back. Like, now, Brock again.
You never know.
When we do our picks for Mania, I have my closing of Mania between this match. What's going on? So, my Yvonne's intake, I should say.
I like that. I like Yvonne's intake.
I just made that up.
Well, you got a month.
I like that.
Actually 30 legit days.
Yeah.
30 days of the day.
McAfee only said it 10 times today.
Yeah, he did.
He looked it up. He was all excited. He's like, what's 30 days? Shit.
He's like, I get in shape.
He better get.
He starts doing push-ups. It was sweet. All right. Raw. Ciampa beat Robert Roode, which is building on the rivalry that Ciampa and Braun Breaker and Ziggler and Roode have been having. So Ciampa, Ziggler will challenge Breaker Tuesday on NXT for his title. Omos beat T-Bar. It was a squash.
That was not on the Hulu version.
Yeah,
I forgot Omos was still around, to be honest with you.
Brooke and Reginald beat Tamina and Tozawa.
Also not on Hulu.
They made Brooke and Reggie started making out. And then Tamina was like, oh, yeah, and made out with Tozawa. And Tozawa, like, did the Santino kind of like, oh, shit, kind of thing.
Because she grabbed him and she does. Whew.
The Hurt Business beat the Mysterios.
Which is bullshit. They're not the Hurt Business. The last time we saw them with Bobby Lashley beat the shit out of them. Why are they still coming down? Why are they still coming down as the Hurt Business?
Del Rio.
Really. What's up, Del Rio?
For you audio listeners, not Alberto.
No.
It's a different guy. Justin.
He's a cooler guy.
It's a non-violent Del Rio.
What's up, Justin?
Bring it up every time.
Yeah, they have the Hurt Business name. That's annoying.
Yeah,
it drives me crazy because they're not the Hurt Business. They've been banned twice.
Last time we saw Lashley, we didn't want nothing to do with them.
I do like the fact that like the Mysterios are losing just random matches on Raw as they fight The Miz and Logan Paul.
Yeah,
which, I feel like the baby faces always go over in that, but I feel like Miz and Logan Paul.
Miz has got to win. Miz hasn't won nothing here lately.
I think Dominic eventually has to fucking turn on him.
I
feel like WrestleMania Backlash, the Mysterios face-off is like a perfect.
You got to do it.
I hate that they call it WrestleMania Backlash, but I hope that you're right.
Right.
And I hope that Dominic does turn on.
Del Rio took like a social media hiatus I saw for a little bit, but he's back.
He's back.
And he's better than ever. No.
We pollute his page with our shit all the time.
Yeah, Nerds of Wrestling is the shit. That's awesome. Actually, apparently the Reverse Flash posts on your page, Eobard Thon. So, just so you guys know, you got a comic book villain on your page.
He agrees. Dominic has to turn. Yep, he's going to have to.
Yeah, I hope he does.
Greatest stage of all. You got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
That's the time to do it.
What else? What else happened on fucking Raw? Street Profits beat RK Bro, which apparently wasn't supposed to happen.
Orton got pinned.
That ending looked.
Yeah, so apparently Orton got the wind knocked out of him.
Did that look like a Randy Orton?
And then when he hit the ground, then that frog splash is fucking. No, I love Eddie Guerrero, but Montez's frog splash is fucking ridiculous.
It is.
The height and like.
Well, I mean, look at him. He's shorter than Eddie. I think I could be making that up, but he looks shorter than Eddie, and he's just dude. He has that build. He's so bouncy. He can just fucking leap into the air. He Superman's that shit.
The Orton injury.
I was upset. He's my favorite wrestler.
So Del Rio, it looks like Orton. So they were scheduled to win. Ford made a post-Raw tweet that said Orton was okay. This is considered to be a shit happens thing. So Orton got the wind knocked out of him. Then got frog splash, which hurt one of his ribs. And then he wasn't able to move for a second, which led to the 1, 2, 3.
He rolled. He did good at rolling.
Well, they weren't supposed to.
He tried to put his foot on the rope. Didn't quite make it.
When Alpha Academy wins next week on Raw,
they're gonna win. Yeah,
it's gonna be Profits and Alpha at Mania.
Yeah.
Sure.
And RK Bro.
So we're gonna get a. Hold on. So how many goddamn matches are going to be at Mania? Because you
know.
can't leave Orton and Riddle off.
2 nights, bro.
You can't leave Seth off.
2 nights, bro. 2 nights.
That's gonna be like 8 matches both nights.
Wow.
They'll be quick. They'll be quick matches.
You can't leave like.
I mean, to be fair, Brock Lesnar never has long matches. That'll be a short match. The entrances, I think Roman Reigns' entrance will be longer than all of these matches combined. Probably.
Well, Orton didn't do anything wrong.
No, he did.
It was a botched spot. It's like if anybody, the heat would go on Ford, but they said it's a shit happens moment.
Sure, people like Ford. Even The Rock talked about Ford this week.
I haven't done this yet. Shoosh, Del Rio.
He has a new shirt. He has a shirt
because Chad Gable's been fucking great for the last like 2 months.
Oh yeah,
he just
thank you. And Kevin Owens is like, you're saying that wrong.
That's
weird. He's like, why do you say it that way?
And he holds up his hand that 4.0.
Dude, the chemistry in that opening segment was
great.
really fucking
Loved
good.
It. I love that.
He likes to brag that he had a 4.0 GPA.
Thank you. And Otis is being used right, and he got a clean pan over Randy Orton. Cruzy said 2 nights. 2 nights
a case. I mean, we talking like a case a night? Because actually, it's the weekend. The Saturday will probably be more of a bourbon night, and then Sunday will be a beer night. So we'll call it a 2 bourbon, one case of Miller. That's what we'll do. 2 bourbon, 1 mill. There we go. I like that.
Impromptu match happened where Kevin Owens and Seth beat the Alpha Academy.
They did.
When Rollins stomped Chad Gable.
Yeah.
And next week, got the triple threat. RK Bro, KO, and Seth against the Alpha Academy for the titles.
Dude, a year ago, I thought Shorty G was on his way out because Shorty G was a terrible gimmick.
Look at El Rio getting cussing on here.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, Keith Lee pinned Randy Orton, and he
Thank you, Del Rio, for the same play.
I mean, I don't think it's bad, though. Randy Orton's been around for almost 20 years. 20 years. No, 20 years.
It wasn't good enough for Keith Lee. First, he steals the name from WWE and takes it to AEW. Then he has a bad
name.
He stole the name.
It's his name. No. He couldn't steal it. They would sue him if he stole it. He didn't steal nothing. It's his name.
He stole it.
He didn't.
And another spoiler.
There is
a limit to Keith Lee.
They would sue him.
There's a limit to a lot of the rides at Kings Island he'd be allowed to ride. But anyway.
Unbelievable.
It's believable. Keith Lee is not better than Randy Orton.
You like Keith Lee. Episodes of this show.
No, you loved Keith Lee until you left WWE.
I don't like traitors. I like loyalty. These hoes ain't loyal, and neither is Keith Lee. Like, no.
Oh my god.
Okay, by that mention, would you like Cody? Because he technically is a traitor to AEW if he came to WWE.
When we talked about Cody coming there, I said I would not like him still. Yeah. I just understand the significance of him coming there.
That's fair.
Yeah, Dario, Keith is way better than Otis.
But I don't see why it's bad that Randy.
How many times has Keith made out with Mandy Rose?
That's a good point.
0.
Otis needed that to be really.
And just think, Otis got fucked out of his moment. Think about it. The pandemic hits, and him and Mandy are going to make out in front of a crowd that was going to go off. Then he wins Money in the Bank during a fucking pandemic.
Which was a joke.
So like.
He didn't take it seriously.
And who's the real loser? Because Tucky's unemployed. Otis is a tag team.
Well, I want to go back to what he said here about Otis pinning Randy Orton. Why is it bad that Randy Orton's taking a pin 20 years after he's been around? Like it's okay for Randy Orton.
He has more of an issue
to start putting people
over. Let Otis pin.
Yeah, that's
why I think it's okay.
I mean, it's
Otis
20 years.
Otis in the Money to Bank briefcase.
Seriously? Otis is better than Keith Lee. Moving on.
No, he's not.
Segueing back to Raw.
Oh shit! You got to give credit.
I'm out of beer.
He is not.
So is Omos. You know who else is better than Keith Lee? Veer.
He's not even there.
Moving on.
He'll be at Raw one day.
Yeah,
we'll see coming soon next week.
Veer,
next week after.
The Raw after Mania. You have to have somebody out there running their mouth, and Veer's music just hits, and the crowd's gonna. You realize the crowd's gonna pop.
Oh, for sure.
He eventually did.
Absolutely,
he's here.
Finally,
our savior.
No,
it's like Brock beats Roman, like open challenge. Veer walks
Nobody
out.
has no idea who this guy is, but fucking finally.
Cody comes out the WrestleMania after all, like, I made it back. Veer comes out. He goes, I came here to fight the best. Veer's music hits. It's Jinder's music because he doesn't have his own. Yeah. He just walks out like, I have come, my son. And Cody's like, God damn it.
What was Veer in NXT?
No.
So nobody has no idea who the fuck Veer is.
Jinder's guys?
Jinder's 2
guys.
It was Veer and Shanky.
Got it.
Shanky's on over on SmackDown.
All right.
Look, quit hating. Look, Del Rio.
He's going to fight you.
Maybe you are a violent Del Rio.
You tell him, Del Rio.
I've been saying this fucking Veer will return. That face paint, he's going to be gone before SummerSlam.
Veer is going to be a WWE USA champion.
He'll be on the AEW roster.
Oh, of course.
By SummerSlam.
If AEW signed Veer, they might hit 1 million viewers.
We'll see Veer.
He'll be there by SummerSlam.
They'll be like, we're signing. Sonny Khan will be like, Big free agent, JR. Big prize. Veer's here. And it's like,
dude, he does look fucking nerdy as shit.
oh my God. And his lips like hung out like, Tony. I bought Ring of Honor for $68 million.
It's a good
Fuck
library.
WWE. We're building our audience.
Hey man, he's got AJ Styles tapes now.
Last year.
He owns AJ Styles tapes.
Hey, Tony, they're at the 802 to 807 part of Rampage.
Del Rio's getting there. So
we outdid SmackDown on a different time frame. We're winning the war.
Still better.
They're not hitting a mil. They do not almost.
You got some.
Define almost like 300K low. I don't consider that almost because their ratings and Rampage is absolutely.
I mean, to be fair, if it's 7, it rounds up to 1 million.
I can't wait to watch Keith Lee wrestle at midnight on Friday.
You liked Keith Lee.
If you have 500,
Keith Lee was the shit. Brock Lesnar put over Keith Lee.
If Brock Lesnar was on Rampage, they'd get 2 million viewers.
That's not. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Are you saying Keith Lee's better than Brock Lesnar?
You were very excited when Brock Lesnar put over Keith Lee 2 years ago at the Royal Rumble.
Keith Lee stole his name.
He didn't steal his name.
And then he put
That's his name.
And he put on
tell him, Cruzy, he did like
85 pounds.
He's just, that's his build.
No, he was much thinner in NXT.
No, he wasn't.
He went and got married and started drinking those blue margaritas.
Those married people, they're the worst.
Then he got a bad attitude.
No, he didn't.
Like, I beat Randy Orton. I deserve better.
Because he didn't like a stupid name like Bearcat Keith Lee.
Bearcat was a legend.
It was stupid. Everybody thought it was stupid.
To understand, because he don't respect the Undertaker.
It's just like when no, you can't do this stupid ass gimmicks.
He went from NXT Limitless Keith Lee to Bearcat.
He has a limit.
He was singing his own songs.
The only limit
to Bearcat.
He needs a limit.
AEW, he has his own entrance.
Unless you're a college football fan, Bearcat means nothing to anybody.
You're getting crap from both
Del Rio's going to have to come back on here. I don't care. I seen all your pictures.
Oh, he met him twice.
You met Britt Baker.
Well, I'm jealous.
Hopefully she cleaned your teeth. Ask her how she feels about her pathetic title reign when you meet her again.
Ooh, I don't think it's pathetic.
I mean, she's famous for one match that she didn't even fucking win. So, and now she's going to lose.
To be fair, the same could be said about Mankind. He got famous from the Hell in a Cell match he didn't win.
Britt Baker is not losing.
Mankind's done a lot of more cool shit.
No, but that's what he's most famous for.
I don't
At the end of the day, and she's still wrestling.
I'm the biggest Mankind fan.
Well, doesn't matter. But he still is famous for a match he didn't win.
Okay.
And he was WWF champion.
Britt Baker, the doctor.
Britt Baker wishes she was Mankind. Well, she may be able to fix his teeth.
Yeah, well,
she can.
I don't know. Can she replace teeth? Because he has none.
No, indie women wrestlers, they don't get over. Like, nobody cares.
Now you're being sexist.
Now you're being
sexist. Indie wrestlers in general. Like,
that's bullshit. Over. AJ Styles was an indie wrestler. Now look at him.
They care when they make it to a bigger stage. They cared when he has an impact. That's when people start giving a shit.
That's still considered indies if you're WWE.
Del Rio, she
and
is
after
over.
AJ went from Impact to New Japan to ROH to all over the place.
Del Rio, she is over. She's the face of the AEW women's
Tony
division.
Khan, thanks. You're welcome for all this free time. Do you want to come on here and make another fucking announcement? Hey, when All In came on, everybody knew who she was. Yeah, I mean, you show 1,000 videos. Like, of course they're gonna know the fucking.
Wait. What's All In? There's been 2 of them, right? No, I think All In was the only one. We only had one All In. Never mind.
He's only saying that because I think, is that her in your picture?
And she's pretty hot.
I got a picture of Baron Corbin. I still think he's going to lose to Drew. So I want to hear it. I was in a picture, but somebody jumped in front of me. That's a different story.
Yeah,
it was never meant. It was just an accident.
Del Rio, she's over. She's Dr.
To be fair,
Cruzy, you had to go back a month to find one that hit 1 million. I mean, yeah, when they do a super card.
Less than a month. It's less than a month.
When they do a paper every week, it's like The Last Dance.
So NXT does. NXT does that same shit.
They do a Valentine's Day
My
show.
voice got really squeaky there.
Yeah.
Bear with me.
Like Brock Lesnar.
I've been drinking.
Lesnar. It's like no wonder he had Heyman.
Yeah. Except I don't have the muscles that Brock has, so I'm just the whole.
AEW stacks their card.
I'm the whole no package.
We're not arguing.
Britt Baker will appreciate the DM I just did.
Cruzy, tell me what the name of those episodes were. Was it a cruise? Was it a super card? Was it a Last Dance? Which new people debuted those nights? Because they're famous for having here's Adam Cole, then 700,000. They do that all the fucking time.
Tell you what, MJF's promo last week was better than any promo I've seen in WWE in years. And I'm not just saying that to try to argue with you. It was the best promo that I've seen in a long time.
Okay,
it was real. It was. I mean,
You know, the best
not real.
Ronda
It was
Rousey's
great.
promo on SmackDown was the greatest
Oh
thing
my
I've
god,
seen.
her promo was the worst. I brought my kid in an ice storm. Well, you're a bad mom, Ronda
You are
Rousey.
a bad mom. Endanger your children, you stupid
Maybe
idiot.
you should have done that. Maybe you should have brought your kid here in an ice
It's
storm.
on Raby. She didn't wear shoes.
I'm arguing with numbers. Those numbers suck. You've been
I think
in business
million
for
sucks.
2 years.
And they're on TNT or TBS, which nobody
Hold on,
gets.
TBS is a huge deal. Tony Khan made the surprise
I
announcement.
know.
Nobody gets TBS.
They gave that big dude the
I
women's
don't get
title.
TBS.
Jay Cargill.
Yeah, they gave that guy the women's title.
You call
Ronda
him.
Rousey can get no love.
No, she don't. She's not Britt
I mean,
Baker,
and that's
sorry.
the thing. It is what it is.
She's not
Oh,
Britt.
shit.
She's not Britt. That's how you feel about
We're still
that.
alive. It's fine.
I
just
don't like. I watched the MJF promo. It was really good. Then I turned it off.
I mean, I watched it on the
It's like,
YouTube.
oh, I get to watch the guys from Jurassic Park wrestle, and they're the tag champ.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Young Bucks are the number
wait.
one contenders again.
I do-
That's real
I
shit.
I do hate Jurassic Park or whatever their names are.
You know,
Jurassic
one
Era
person we
or
forgot
Jurassic.
about on AEW was
Fools.
Christian. Christian's like hanging out with
Yeah,
Jurassic. He's
that
like
makes me
in the
mad
corner.
too. That makes me mad too.
Yeah, okay.
Because Christian's fucking epic,
And where's
Yeah.
he been?
and
He's been
I agree with
in the
that. I agree,
Like, where's
I-
all these
I
people they
agree.
signed?
Yeah. and I agree with that.
Cruzy, they're not going to beat WWE in 15 more years. Like,
Well, I mean, the fact is they're competitive. They beat a WWE show their first year of existence, and that's pretty big, in my opinion. It just
the
is.
third show.
Well, it doesn't matter. They beat the third show of a company that's been around forever.
They beat Developmental.
So what? And
This
is their first
as
year.
soon as these people became available, they signed them.
And why did WWE get rid of these guys? Because, actually Adam Cole decided to leave because he knew Vince won't do anything with
Yeah,
it.
because Adam Cole didn't want to work with Keith Lee because Keith Lee's a thief and a liar. He was going to be Keith Lee's manager, but he knew Keith Lee
Okay,
would steal his name.
let's say
Keith Lee was going to come out to the ring and go boom. He was going to steal that from Adam Cole, so he left
let's
to
say
get away from Adam Cole.
let's say that you're on RSH right now as Josh DeBoard, and then you decide to quit RSH and go to a different podcast tomorrow, and you call yourself Josh DeBoard.
I like how fun, the Rio's like, what the fuck's going on? That Keith Lee stole his name.
He did not steal. That's his name.
No, it's not.
He
That's not
created
his real name.
If it wasn't his name, Vince could. He owns that name. He
trademark
owns
it,
that name.
No, well,
He came into WWE saying, "This is my name. I own it," and they
so
said,
that is not
"Yes."
Keith Lee's real name.
It's his wrestling
Well,
name that he owns.
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling him Thief.
WWE didn't
He
find him
owns
like
it.
Hold on, what's his real name? I'm going to start calling him that. No, Rio, don't start.
He has. If
Maybe
it-
his birthday is Keith.
Exactly. Keith Lee was
Exactly,
Keith
so
Lee
you're wrong.
pre WWE.
Hold on, that's not his name. Keith Lee, born as Keith Lee. Okay, that's pretty.
So
that's
you're
pretty
wrong.
evident.
You're wrong.
So
Josh is wrong. Hashtag.
if you left RSH today and went to a different podcast tomorrow, and you were called Josh DeBoard, I'm gonna start calling you a thief.
That's okay. I'll change my name.
That makes no sense.
I don't like my name.
He's a champ. He's a thief.
It's fucking Keith Lee.
If it was a
It's
problem,
his
they
fucking
would have
name.
already had issues with it.
Just like AJ Styles. He was AJ Styles before WWE. He'll be AJ Styles after
I don't know.
WWE.
I'll investigate this more. I feel like this.
Investigate what?
I'll be the photo for next week. It'll be Keith Lee with like a bag of money he stole.
Oh,
Because
my
We all know
Lord.
how petty Vince is. If that was not Keith Lee's name,
Don't hate on Vince.
no, I'm just telling you, he would not let somebody else use that name
If it was a problem.
Vince.
if he owned it.
Vince just showed he's a fucking great guy.
He is.
I mean,
Josh,
he was on TV for an hour.
He really does. Josh, let you give him credit where it's due.
I think Vince McMahon.
Oh,
is
but
so-
he loves Cody Rhodes.
and I'll
Yeah, he
tell you.
loves
I'll
Cody.
tell you. You ready? AEW people.
Well,
You
he will
ready?
soon anyway.
Josh does not hate AEW. He just doesn't understand why they're TNA 2.0. But anyway, just with
Oh, they're
shittier
better than
wrestlers.
they've already got more views. TNA never hit a million views.
Yes, they did. TNA
With
was
Hulk
going
Hogan.
head to head with fucking Raw.
No, they did once
No,
because
like,
of Hulk
they
Hogan.
were getting enough views to where they could.
Nah.
TNA. You have your nose up.
I watched that
Vince's
shit
butt.
live every week back then.
Look, Cruz, just remember this. South Vince, AEW don't exist. You're welcome. Anyways,
That's it.
Well, that's it. I mean, that
Pat
is,
McAfee
that is a point. I
joining
guess.
WWE is bigger than anybody AEW signed in the last 6
It
months.
is, yeah.
No, it's not because when Pat McAfee joined WWE, nobody gave a fuck.
No, people gave him.
no.
You didn't give a fuck.
No, he's earned his way to where he is now.
You didn't care.
Nobody
you do
cared.
this thing where like you don't care about something, which means nobody else cares. No wonder you and Cruzy get along. Because he's like, fuck Vince, it means nothing to me and not the normal fan. I'm glad you speak for the millions.
And millions. Oh, he set that up.
Yes. Those are fans WWE has and AEW does not
I'm
have.
gonna have to tag the wrong.
Let me
one.
know when they hit a $2 million show.
I have
or
a
2
lot of
million
people been
viewer
tagging
show.
this episode.
No, I know what you're saying.
And you did the millions.
I think Pat
Pat
McAfee,
McAfee.
he's earned it. He's done good.
You know, Pat McAfee got more views on his YouTube show today than AEW got this week. Fuck off.
Prove it. Where are them views at? I'm sure you're right.
Internet.
But prove it.
78,000 people are watching live on YouTube.
Man,
Like,
I wish I was
at
watching
noon.
on YouTube. That's a good point.
Like,
On a Thursday.
you know how many people lost their jobs today because they're like, "What are you doing watching Vince on McAfee?"
Cruzy's calling you a Mark. Why don't you
Oh.
just enjoy wrestling?
My name is Josh, not Mark. I do. Did I not watch AEW for like the first 6 months?
You watched more than I did the first 6
I
months.
watched every episode.
But to be
every
fair, I don't
week.
have TBS or
But
TNT
then
at
I
the time.
started
But
getting
I
pissed
watched
off.
it more than you. So
It's like I'm watching the same shit I watched WWE 6 years ago. It's like, oh, Cody versus Goldust. It's like, oh yeah, we knew they were brothers.
To be
Like,
fair, he wasn't called Goldust. He was called Dustin.
Dustin.
Goldust would have been stealing because that is WWE's.
oh, now it's still.
No, that would have been stealing
Fucking done.
because WWE does own Goldust.
It's okay, Cruzy.
He was just plain old
Me
Dustin.
and Chuck, we appreciate it. We
I-
watch it. Josh will learn.
Chuck
one
does
day.
not watch AEW.
I don't have TBS or TNT.
Well,
If,
he
if,
used
if
to.
it was that
He
great,
used to.
you'd have it.
I'm not going to spend. I'm not going to get cable just for a
Okay,
show.
I'm sorry.
All right,
He
they
used
got
to. He used to.
500,000 views already
Wow.
$500,000. It's pretty solid.
in 4 hours.
It's pretty
It
solid.
was streamed 4 hours.
But it's not a million.
And millions.
Pat McAfee. I have so many comments. Pat McAfee is a bigger signing for WWE than Keith Lee is for AW. Keith Lee will be on AW Dark Wrestling, the Acclaimed.
Cruzy like
In
our
a
millions.
month.
I know what the Acclaimed is.
Yeah, the guy who comes out and raps, and they have to delete half of it before it goes live.
No, that's pretty rough.
Cruzy appreciate our millions.
And I do like Swerve, or not Swerve, Carmelo Hayes on NXT. Dude said something, and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't watch your YouTube show.
He did. He did. That was funny.
Carmelo's fucking like, I don't watch your YouTube show, bro.
Oh, Del Rio
I'm on
wants,
live TV every week.
Del Rio wants to be back on.
Hey, Weedston. Cody. Dude, Kofi, I have to talk. Have you been sharing your Weedston with Cruzy and Del Rio and not
Wait,
Alberto?
we got Del Rio and a Kofi on our show, but they're not the
Look.
ones that we need.
Keith Lee will be
Right.
Keith Lee will be the first African American champion AEW has had, period. Because he ain't got no black people. Like, where are they at? Tony.
They've had 3 champions.
Who?
They've had Jericho.
Jericho's not
Ambrose.
black.
No, I'm saying they've had 3 total.
That's their fault.
They haven't had 20 years of fucking development, man.
Racist.
It took how long? Okay, let's play that game. How long did it take WWE to get a black champion?
Ron Simmons.
How long?
I don't know. It's the 80s.
A WWE champion.
Ron Simmons.
He was never a WWE champion.
Ron Simmons.
He was never a WWE
Mark
champion.
Henry.
Never
Bobby
a WWE
Lashley.
champion.
Yeah, Mark Henry was the
He was
WWE
ECW champion.
No, he won the WWE title.
He won the World Heavyweight title.
No, it's the fucking. That's the same
No, it's not
thing.
the same.
It's Raw and SmackDown. It's
It's
a
not the
world
same.
title. Yes,
Especially
it
after
is.
this week when they take WrestleMania when they get rid of the Universal title all of a sudden.
They've had plenty of black champions.
They've had 3.
AEW's racist.
They've had
I'm fucking-
Big E.
We're going viral.
They've had Big E.
AEW supports
They've had
Russia.
Bobby Lashley.
Vladimir. They signed the guy who had Vladimir Putin on a Titantron saying, "This is our fearless leader." Rusev.
That's a white guy. That's not the same conversation.
Rusev
This
ain't
is,
white.
this is a different conversation. He's not black.
He's not white.
He's not black.
He's Russian.
That's what
worse.
we're talking about. That's
Rusev-
white.
He's mixed.
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
wrong.
Russian's white.
So you're Russian.
They make white Russians. That's a white thing.
That's a drink, not a person.
Russians
Sounds like
are
someone's
white.
been
God
in
damn
it.
it.
Americans
Someone's been in it.
are white.
I have not drank anything. I had to work today.
What have you both been drinking?
I've had
I have to
beers.
drive through the ghetto, and I salute the black people and their champions.
If you look down here, I got some beers.
That Jeff Hardy thing you did.
You know
I
who
can't-
doesn't
I
salute
love
it?
that song.
You know who's not going to be on the new streaming service? Black wrestlers on AEW with championships on their shoulder.
It's only been around for 2.5 years.
Because it's saying they've had to a black champion's a dinosaur.
He's a
He's
loser.
green.
See,
He's a
Beleg,
luchasaur.
he's from Beleg. Yeah, he's from there.
I'm
And
going
they support the
You know
and they
what?
support the Ukraine. Well, you missed it though.
Bulgaria- I
you may
can't
not know.
say it either.
John probably doesn't know. Back in like 2014, 15, 16, 17,
Oh, Lord.
Lana was his manager, which is his real life wife now, and they supported
Crush.
Putin, and they put Putin on the screens a lot.
Yeah, they did.
So
the greatest leader in the world, Vladimir
They
Putin.
did.
We
So-
watched it on.
on
it's horrible.
WWE television, they were supporting
They were.
Russia.
Yeah.
Granted, this was before what's happening now.
Yep.
This is worse to Keith Lee stealing his name. You go on a classy television show like Monday Night Raw and put that shit up there.
What shit?
Exactly.
Vladimir Putin.
How
Well, this
dare-
was years ago.
They knew this was coming.
They do, yeah.
This is
I
why.
guess they did.
This is why.
And
Bud's
Mira-
winning.
hey,
Bulgaria.
where's
That's
Mira-
how you say it. Bulgaria. That's
Bulgaria.
how-
Hold on, you
I
want
said
Mira?
it. I
Look,
said
you,
it.
You like paranoid conspiracy shit. Where's Miro been?
You know, I'm actually not a big fan of Miro on AEW.
Hold on, Del Rio. See, Del Rio knows. I caught on. Miro it's with Putin right now. Like, I know their plans. AEW has your back. What do you need us to do? Tony Khan looks like he could be Russian.
I mean, not she's a Jew. He's definitely a Jew.
He's definitely creepy.
I thought MJF was only Jew. We're going to get canceled. Archie's going to call me later like...
So far, this isn't racist. So far. We got to keep it up. But so far, we're just figuring shit out.
This is why we can't get people to come on the show.
But I would say because I think I have no idea what Tony Khan is ethnically.
We got to have Del Rio come on here and explain to us why AEW is racist.
Mirio's been hurt.
Oh, Miro's hurt. There we go. He's probably playing video games or something. And hanging out with his double-jointed wife, which, as hot as she is, when she talks, my boner goes away.
Now, Walking the Line is a terrible movie by The Rock.
Walking the Line.
That's also a black champion that WWE had.
Do you mean Walking Tall?
That's fine.
It's a great movie.
It is a good
Walking Tall is the greatest.
Rio, all your nerds on your page want to hear why.
Not hear you.
Walk the Line's a Johnny Cash movie with the dude who played Joker.
I have some respect for The Rock.
They would put the title on Johnny Cash before they would Keith Lee.
No, you come to RSH, brother. You're not just going to talk wrestling. You're going to talk religion.
You got to
Del Rio's already been on here.
You got to deal with Josh.
Del Rio knows
you guys
this is a
deal with
safe
this.
space. Del Rio, watch WrestleMania.
I want to call it a safe space.
It's a very safe
It's not with Josh. No.
Watch WrestleMania 20. We're breaking that down next week.
My pick. Yep.
Or just come on and tell us why AEW's Ben has movies. I don't watch fucking many movies. The last movie I saw was Spider-Man.
That was a good one. No Way Home. Saw it by myself. It was awesome. And I saw it with my wife again. It was awesome. And actually, it's not out to get rent yet, but it's going to be out to rent next month, and it's going to be awesome.
If you see me rubbing my nose a lot, it's because I've been watching Euphoria.
Nice. Is that good?
Yeah.
That's something. People have been talking about it all day.
They just had their finale.
Nice.
I haven't seen it yet.
I need to watch that shit. I heard it's good. It's got the bitch from Spider-Man.
Yeah, we are Del Rio.
What Del Rio say?
Are we inviting him on? Cruzy said this was awesome. What was awesome? Oh, Spider-Man?
Hopefully Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man was great.
It was awesome. I can't wait to watch it again.
Rio, you have to watch WrestleMania 20.
Kofi.
Yeah.
All right, Kofi has a paragraph. So what does Kofi have to say?
I don't think they're racist. I think there aren't enough shown, but that's one. But the ones that are shown are fine with us. Black people don't want to see us all the time. That was pretty racist.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure I get that.
All right,
let's
Del Rio's apparently.
let's just move on.
So Del Rio's apparently going to watch WrestleMania 20 and come on next week.
All right.
RSH needs an AEW special.
Featuring hosted by Josh DeBoer. There we go.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go on Twitter and I'll get that dude who runs the AEW botches page to come on and show some videos of how they don't need developmental.
I'm surprised you didn't bring this up.
Can you guys not is that not like an arrogant, shitty thing to say? Like, we don't need NXT. It's like, bitch, why are people leaving crippled? Like,
that's what ROH could be. But I thought you were gonna bring up the fact I don't know her name, but the new chick. I'm not gonna bring up skin color because that got weird.
Yeah,
but
look what you started.
I don't know her name.
Hold on, who started this?
She's on the poster of the pay-per-view this Sunday.
Del Rio started this. The first. This is what set me off.
He has a lot.
He's trying to get us canceled, so his nerves of wrestling will fucking grow.
He's like, will they please?
He's out to get us.
Oh god, Del Rio has a lot to say. Del Rio, you're gonna have to let me.
Del Rio, you teach
Kofi, that's kind of a racist comment. But anyway, Dark is not developmental. They put like Adam Cole and shit on there.
Yeah, he's on
there. Oh, I mean,
Matt Hardy wrestles there.
I would say it's kind of like how ECW was. It's like nobody cares, but they try to put big names on there so people will watch. You want the ratings no matter what.
Like what they're going to do with ROH?
I mean, potentially. I mean, ROH isn't a show that's going to get watched by a ton of people.
They're going to bring in like Samoa Joe and all these people that used to be
in ROH. Who was released by WWE twice.
Well, stay healthy. He said, I'm black. Okay. Matt Hardy is as good as the
Look, Del Rio promoting his own stuff at the comments.
About cheap plugs.
Why does everybody hate Matt Hardy? I like Matt Hardy. Everybody gives Matt Hardy shit. Everybody does.
His alcoholic brother. Nerds already.
What's his brother's fault? That's not his fault. Just trying to be creative.
It's fine. Okay, Kofi. Racism's cool, Kofi says. Anyway,
I don't think that's what he said at all.
That's what he said. He said he's black. It's fine.
Off of that.
Anyway,
transitioning.
Who does? Oh, Matt. I don't know about that, man. If you go back and watch the Hardy Boys, but I guess that was 20 years ago. More than actually. That was like 25 years ago.
Right. Matt's rough.
Yeah, but
we
he's
just
like
watched
old.
that. I just had to watch him fight Jack Swagger when we did our chamber shit last. That shit was fucking horrible.
Well, Jack Swagger sucks.
And then I had to watch him argue with Christopher Nowitzki and get beat up by Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, so that's pretty rough. Yeah.
Look now,
that's Matt 2.0. That's Matt 2.0.
Look at Cruzy.
Screw on stage.
Hey, man. Fuck you, guy.
No, they like you. They're like, cancel Josh. All right, what else?
I like Matt.
Transitioning. Speaking of black, Bianca Belair.
Josh.
I thought you were Malachi Black, but
And
whatever.
Rhea Ripley defeated Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki ASH. Belair hit her with the KOD. So 2 weeks ago, we weren't on. Last week, we didn't do a show. That KOD to Doudrop was legit.
That was, yeah.
She picked her up, carried her around the ring, and hit it clean.
She did.
She did.
Bianca Belair is probably the strongest woman in the fucking world.
She's got strength on that one.
She does.
She's ripped. She's built as fuck. Isn't she married to one of the? No, she's not.
Montez.
There it is.
Montez Ford. Yep.
So Belair, which we said earlier, we think will beat Becky.
Yep.
Is there still chaos in the comments?
No,
All right, what are our thoughts on Doudrop?
Hit the name.
The name's stupid, but she's very good.
She's star. She's star. Yeah.
That's not based on the Royal Rumble main event that we.
Well,
didn't care
I
about.
don't think so. Like, apparently, I rewatched the match. Wasn't bad,
Sure.
but being there,
Nobody cared. There was
it was
zero
like,
energy.
it was like,
sad,
do we go piss and buy beer during the
This?
men's Royal Rumble
Or this?
or like
Right.
during this match? But like when
Yeah.
people came back, it was pretty. Becky hit that shit off the top rope. Like
It was sad.
it wasn't bad. The pumpkin crowd noise on the Peacock version helped.
Yeah.
They just like made it
But-
louder.
But dude, like the match placement's so weird. It's why we always
Yeah.
talk going into these big events is match placement's key.
Sure. And
Like,
think about
like
it.
your WrestleMania. Like, why is Tori Wilson and Candice Michelle the co-main event to Triple H and John Cena?
Right.
Like,
06 was weird.
like Sting and Triple H followed by the Bellas versus Paige and
Yeah, right.
AJ.
That's a
Like,
great point. Yeah.
Like the match, it's all over the place.
It is.
It's like
Yeah, it's
which
crazy.
match when you're at a live event, which match you're gonna go piss in?
Cruisy.
It just had to be that one because it started with the women's. No, it started with Roman and Seth.
Yeah, it did.
Then you're not going leaving during that one. Then the women's. You're not going to leave during the Rumble.
No.
And then I think that's when Becky and them came out. So it's like,
Yep.
you're an hour and a half in. I got to piss. I need a beer. Like,
I almost fell and killed a kid.
I hurt my elbow. Thanks,
later,
Mike.
Cruzy. We'll see you at our
See-
special
See you,
Why is-
Cruzy. Thanks
never
for
mind.
thanks
Next
for watching,
week,
Cruzy.
live right here.
And Del
apparently
Rio,
with Del Rio.
Doudrop's a star in my opinion. She's gonna even get better and better.
Yeah, I think Del Rio.
Yeah, I mean, she's already been in the main event, so
Yeah.
I mean that's good. Her name's stupid and needs to go,
Yeah.
but as a competitor, as a wrestler, she's good.
Change the name.
Love it.
Or-
And
yep.
then what else happened on Raw? Oh, I guess we can use this picture.
Oh yeah,
Yep. that
This
was-
happened.
That was yep,
So
last
this
of
is
Raw.
official.
Yep, official.
Edge lost his shit. He told, what did he say? Don't be the tag team bitch you were with Omis. I need the bulldog, AJ Styles.
Oh my.
And then he beat the shit out of him did a concerto. Oh, the quote was, I want the bulldog, AJ Styles. I don't want the guy who's been playing tag team bitch to Omos for the last year.
yeah.
Styles accepted, did his little pose, and Edge beat the living fuck out of him
He
and
did.
flipped the switch.
2 concertos.
And his wife even tweeted, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
like,
Beth knows.
yeah.
She knows. Yep, she knows.
I mean, this match
Loved it.
steals
Dream match.
the show.
Like-
This is probably night one because,
Probably.
Vince
Yeah.
is like, this can't steal from Roman and
Sure.
Brock.
No, it can't.
Like,
But this is going to be, honestly, this could be equal to Shawn Michaels and Taker at WrestleMania 25 to
Mhm.
Triple H and Randy Orton at WrestleMania 25 because this match is going to be better than Brock and Taker. Now, granted, the stage is going to be different, but this match is where it's at. This match makes WrestleMania this year, in my opinion.
I agree.
Like, Jesus. They did double fucking swerve on Monday night.
yeah,
Oh, they did.
Like,
that's not even bringing up Priest and Balor. Priest
Yeah. He
lost
tur-
the U.S. title,
and he turned.
freaked the fuck out, beat the fuck out of Balor, and now the rumor is we're going to get Demon versus
The other side.
Whatever he
Priest.
does.
well, I mean Damien and
Right.
Priest. So
Right.
like now he's heel.
He turned on the
So-
fans. He's done. He threw
And that match
Balor.
will be great.
he
They
threw
announced
Balor-
that for Madison Square Garden as well.
He threw
Sure,
Finn
that's
over
cool.
the table, didn't he? He
That's
threw
for
him.
Dart. I'm gonna Google that match card real quick. I know we've ran over it.
It's,
So like,
it's not going to be on TV, right?
I don't know
So we got a heel Edge, rated R, rated R.
because Edge
and
is fighting
then
Brock.
Priest.
It could be like a special premium event. That'd be cool.
Brock and Edge.
They've done that before.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Remember Beast in the East?
Yeah, like they've literally like shown those.
Yeah, you were at one, weren't you? Were you? You went to this one that was in Cincinnati.
We went
you had
to
on the network
yeah, we went to it was a old pay-per-view name though. It was
in your house or something.
no, it was fuck. Because Flair, we walked in when Elias and Flair were in the stands
Oh.
or were in the ring. I can't remember.
I know what we're talking about.
It was an old WCW
Right.
fucking.
I remember that. I do. Yeah, I remember that. I can't think of it either, but I remember it being a big deal.
All right, so the matches are. Oh, I might want to buy tickets.
They want you to buy
don't
tickets.
need the COVID fucking rules. This didn't help at all. Anyway,
There'll be a show. I don't think it's gonna be on TV because only Paul Heyman's mentioned it. Nobody else has mentioned it. Only
Yeah.
Paul Heyman.
Right.
apparently that was to help like ticket sales.
Sure. So it's gonna be a house show, and you know how house shows always have the WWE title on the line. So
Yeah, I mean it's Madison Square Garden.
Sure.
So they're gonna load it up.
they always have the title on the line. We went to a house show where they had the title on the line. Just how it goes.
Yeah, so Brock defends his belt. Priest and Balor. Roman will be there. Roman versus Seth.
That's fun. We're doing that again.
Yeah.
So it's just a big house show at Madison Square
Edge
Garden.
versus Brock.
That's random, and hopefully they don't talk about it.
Bro versus the Alphas.
Is it for
And
the
the Street Profits.
Is it for the tag
yeah.
belt? Okay. Tag belt.
Priest versus Balor.
For the title.
Rousey and Naomi against Sonya and Charlotte.
Again.
I mean,
Wow.
So you get them on. You have
Yeah.
to get Rousey in the middle of the card.
Yeah.
All right, Del Rio. I'll be messaging your ass. You better watch WrestleMania 20.
Yep.
Tell me why
Twice.
Keith Lee's allowed to steal from WWE.
And WrestleMania 20 is arguably one of the best ones
Bam.
because of that fucking finish, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's next week.
But it
Boom.
all begins.
We'll break down WrestleMania 20.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited to watch that one again. It's been a while.
All right, Del Rio. Remember, the best match of this whole show is this one.
Oh God.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's
like
so disgusting.
look, and that's right after Evolution versus the Rock and Sock.
That's so disgusting.
It is, man. And like that's what we talked about this before on the show. Like seeing those bra and panty shit matches
That
back in the
is
day
disgusting.
It's
compared to now.
As
Like
a woman, that's gross.
Now that I'm so much more mature.
in high school, I was like, oh, this is great. Now I'm like,
wouldn't go
oh,
that far. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
All right,
That was
guys.
our
Yeah.
2 weeks crammed into one.
Yeah.
That's it. Hope you all enjoyed the show. And if you didn't, again, as always, fuck you. It's your own fault. We're 2 hours in and you're still watching. So next week we'll be discussing WrestleMania 20.
Keith Lee, give your name back.
It's his name, but whatever. And that's all. I think
His
that's all we got.
birthday, get over
Oh
it.
shit! I didn't even remove it.
Nope, there's too late. Too late. I don't know how to remove it. Hold on. We have to be on camera when we leave the
Yeah,
show,
go to
right?
brand.
Unbelievable. Turn the
Go
camera.
up.
How many pictures are on here?
A lot. Go up. Find that picture. Stop. There it is. Click it.
All right, guys. Until next time, we are here next
Acknowledge
week,
me.
Thursday night,
You
6:30
wish.
Eastern Standard Time, right
Yep.
here on the RSH
And Del
Network.
Rio, not
I know.
Alberto, will be here.
Get
To
that
acknowledge
title
me.
away if you drop it on me.
And at the end of the day, continue to fear
Oh, somebody heard that.
regularly scheduled hostilities.